morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are watching in the world. Shaun Driver, Brendan, the Red Horde here for the start of the FA Cup, the third round of this season, and any event for the Kairas. And really excited about this one. I don't know. Brendan on screen, as always, taking care of the production, chipping in, throwing his 2 cents. I should say they're more valuable than just 2 cents. Brendan, how the hell are you?
3 or 4. I'm pretty good. How are you?
I'm excited about this one just because you get a taste of a team who's at the bottom end of the table, although they've obviously not going with all of their traditional starters. It's the FA Cup. There's money to be had. There's opportunity, prestige, and all of the fun that comes with it, all in the midst of the January window. Is this going to be the last opportunity for us to see Ashfield for the season? Something to consider as we go through this. Lots of questions, lots going on. And I'm here for it. So jump in, like button down below. Feel free to give that one a thump while you're there. And hi to everybody for going. The Telegraph shows Matty James, Scar Rathbone, and Kakashi starting, but the squad graphic shows Longman. I would always take the starting 11 that we post for whatever reason. And I didn't bring up the Fought Mob to see where everything's is at. Do we just jump into this one? Oh, I should say, for Canadian fans, finding this one, livesoccertv.com, by the way, where the source is to find out where you're playing. But if you are in Canada, this is the pain in the butt competition. You've got to go to Sportsnet. They have the rights for it. So unlike our friends in the United States who just get one source for all things Wrexham, we've got iFollow for games that aren't televised, DAZN for games that are televised in the league and an EFL Cup, and the FA Cup with Sportsnet. The benefit, it's a freebie this time. We don't have to have the Sportsnet Plus at $40 a month. We can watch this one. It's on the main channel. And so I was tempted almost to set this up downstairs on the massive screen TV and watch it, but I realized too much time to set up and I have other commitments, so I didn't do it. But W&G fan is live at the game hoping for a Wrexham win over the Forest Frauds. I'm here for it, W&G, and you'll have to keep us posted as to how things are going. Oh, the Cup is on ESPN Plus. You do have a change in the U.S. Well, that's a little bit more. I appreciate it. It's one of those things. I want Wrexham to win, but if they don't, I end up kind of going, oh, well, I save some money because it's $40 a month. And we only get a 2-for-1 if they make it through to the quarterfinals. Within 1 month. So, Brendan, changing gears from that, unless you had any thoughts, what's your take on what's coming up, and do we want to jump into the lineups?
Yeah, I'm ready to do lineups. Separate from discussing the lineups, I'm excited to see the type of quality that a lower-end Prem team would have, even with some of their players swapped out, without stealing too much of your thunder about who's in and who's out for them. We should still be able to see somewhat if there's a significant difference in quality, and I'm interested in seeing that to get a sniff of, if we were to get in there, how much different would the team need to look just to squeak by and stay up. So
let's be honest, they're a Premier League team. They're going to have quality in their youth, and so as much as it's a B squad, I expect that this isn't going to be a walk in the park by any stretch of the imagination. But I like me a challenge, and I'm hoping the guys are down for it. We performed well to that point. Snowboard just ended up commenting, "I've missed the past 4 games and they've won. Should I skip the rest of the games for luck?"
Yes, get out of here.
Yeah. Or at least because this is a cup game, feel free to come back in and watch.
Oh, yeah, you can come in.
If it goes south, you will be banned from chat, and we will go from there. Me plus Marcus, that's a new name for me. We shine. I'm welcome to the chat. So let's jump right into it and get into the starting 11 for us, and then we'll go and talk about them. Got our B plus squad. That's a good way to summarize it, as John Olsen just said. So Ogonkwo, regular starter. I was questioning whether you'd see Burton slide in. Ward's obviously not that far away, as I understand it anyway. And so we'll go with Ogonkwo. He seems healthy, not worn down, and so why not have a run at him? In the back line, Scar, Hyam, Doyle, Clueworth, not on the bench, nowhere else. I don't. There's been some questions as to whether he's just running with a little bit of nicks and niggles and bangs and needed a break in any event. I don't know if you've heard anything, Brendan, but I think we've got to get subs anyway. We don't have Brunt over on the one side to spell Doyle, and so we've kind of got to go with these three, do we not?
Yeah, I don't think there's much of a choice. I don't think you want to cycle Coady in and then throw Hyam. I think Hyam played Cleworth's spot previously in the last team he was on. So he'd have no problem shifting over there, but then you have to put either, that's what
Coady or Scar in the middle.
They put Hyam there. So yeah, if you could put Coady in, I guess, in the center, but that's it, right? Like,
and there's John saying, I've heard that on the podcast that Max had a niggle in his Achilles, and that's sort of what I was intimating to. Is it just sounds like it's load management, they would call it in the NBA. Just making sure that he's able to recover and no real issues. I'm curious to see what happens with the January window with Coady. I don't think he's performed up to the expectation. I think he's probably down on himself. Does he get the opportunity to come in? This could have been a game where he comes in and shows off a little bit and proves his worth and raises his stock a little bit, both with Parkey and with himself and the fans. But I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see him come in at some point in time. As far as the lineup goes, Longman and Kakache there, it's going to be interesting to see. We've got Rathbone sitting in that 3 up front spot. So it looks to me from the graphic that we're going to be, we lost my bench bet. I learned that he can't, by the way. I've been talking about Mullin joining. He's cup tied. It's not that he couldn't play because of being on the loan, but he can't play because he played for Wigan for another team. And so he's cup tied in that regard. It looks to me like we're going with the formation we've been going with in the past, sort of with the 3-4-2-1 with Smith up front, Broadhead, Rathbone in support, and then you've got, I would assume, Longman on the left-hand side playing the role of Thomason, sort of left wing back or left midfielder instead of a true
Kakache,
left wing back.
yes.
Or Kakache.
Yes.
But we'll see how that all transpires and boils out. No real surprises for me. I'm happy to see Rathbone get a start and get out there. He's shown himself off of the bench that it just sort of has to be that way, I think. And so we'll see how that all trickles down on the bench. Burton, Coady, McLean on the left wing. Interesting discussion if you're talking about people going out. There's talks of 4 to 7 players going out. Harry Ashfield, obviously, one of them, Bristol Rovers, interested in him. We might get I wouldn't be surprised if we saw him just to see if Coady wanted to test whether he's at the level, and this is and how he performs as to whether we want to keep him as support in the midfield. What's a niggle? A niggle. And look at that picture of me who is swipe right on me? They've got my profile picture from the dating show in there. A niggle is a minor injury or a knock. Hey, John just said exactly the same thing as I said it. Well done. Facet. Now I'll just
and I would heavily caution you using that word if you're not English.
Why? Is there another alternative meaning for it?
No, there isn't. It's just it.
Oh, it's too close to other derogatory terms. LE, by all means, LE. That would never the alternative. McLean is a fascinating one for me with Thomason stepping in there, and you've got Kakache. You've also got Longman who could play over there and support. If we're going to go out and grab another wing back, the talk has been gone. Is McLean going to be potentially one of those people on the way out? Elliot Lee being one, Mullin because he's back. There's a number of names. Hardy, if we end up bringing in a striker. The window has been somewhat quiet, but there's discussions of movement. Dobson, Sheaf, Kakache going to be leading up the midfield for this one. So I guess defense, who's in the middle? Longman, Kakache on the right? Who knows with this formation? But anyway, Dobson, Sheaf going to be leading the way in the midfield. Rathbone and Broadhead up in support of Smith. So we're going to be doing balls and running in behind and pressure, and we'll see how it goes. Thomason is on the bench. Should we need him? O'Brien, Ashfield, Windass, Rodriguez to slide in. and I'm here for it. It's a B plus squad. There's certainly capacity within this lineup, and we'll see how it trickles down. The game is there for us to go after. For Nottingham Forest, if you want to bring that up.
Sure, I did want to mention it's Windos's birthday today.
Oh, well, there you go. So he's guaranteed a brace. Call it a 3-1 win, and Windass with the brace. See, there it is. John just said the thing that everybody's wondering, is this going to be a McLean Swan song sub? There's a lot going on in the background, and we could talk about it for the whole next 15 minutes before we get there. But let's blast through Nottingham Forest. They just had their big bad match, by the way. If back on the 6th on Tuesday, West Ham played an absolutely atrocious first half, came back and redeemed them a little bit in the second half. But their interest staying up in the Premier League, there was discussions that was already the £100 million game, meaning if you go down, that's how much money it's anticipated you lose. And so a big match for them away against the Hammers, and they took that one down 2-1. They obviously went with their big lineup, so they're changing things over. Sells regular starter. Morata, he's had 8 starts, and he's a 24-year-old, so he's sort of a B plus, quality as you go there. Douglas Luiz, 5 starts, 27. It looks like they're going with youth in a large measure, except for Zinchenko and Douglas Luiz. Those are 2 players who at 29 and 27 have had lots of experience, are still maybe trying to find their path and their way with Forest this season, but have a demonstrated capacity. For their younger players, you've got Ndoye and Jesus, who have started a lot, 24 and 25. They've crossed the threshold. I would consider them regular starters, essentially, for the club. They're in as regular starters. And then after that, you've got Hutchinson at 22 with 8 starts. You've got Kuna with 1 start. James McAtee, the big brother, 1 start at 23-year-old. Bakwa, 3 starts at 23 years of age. And then I'm going to call it Savannah because I used to live in a place called Savannah, but it could be Savona. 22 years of age and 11 starts. Youth dominates. They'll be out there trying to prove themselves. They end up either making mistakes or they crack on and they do their thing. But call them a B squad. If we're playing our B plus squad, I'd suggest they certainly don't have their best bodies out there, but call it their B squad. So what does a Premier League B squad do against a championship B plus squad? I guess that's what we're here to answer the question. Do you think that assessment's accurate?
Probably. Yeah.
If you're in Canada, you're watching on Sportsnet, it's on the big TV. You can go to Sportsnet 1, I think it's on, correct, Bryn? I was going to watch it down on the big TV, but I've got it waiting to come on here. I don't have it yet. It said they were going to jump over at 11:20, so I'm waiting for them. I'm watching hockey highlights from last month, talking football, listening about Connor McDavid scoring gorgeous goals. What's your take on this one, Brendan? Yeah, Sportsnet in Canada.
I'd like to keep it. I'd like to win it for momentum. I'd like to, if you're not going to win it, I'd like to look competitive against them. If we were to not lose, I mean, most importantly, the thing that makes the most difference is no one gets hurt. I don't want anyone to get dinged up in any way.
Always the key.
Yeah, but I mean, after that, I'm hoping it would be nice to win and get another game and progress in the tournament. We have a lot of guys that I think would benefit from cycling in on games, and I think we'd probably be going for the next game a little bit strong again. So, but still, I'd love to see us keep moving on, ideally.
I am really excited and also scared of that Norwich City game. Because for Bryn, for Jason, for myself, for the West Coast Canadian fans of Wrexham, watching Ali Ahmed play for the competition is going to be, I really hope he starts and I hope he doesn't burn us, but that's going to be exciting to see. I got the game on Sportsnet in Canada. So that one's going to be fun. I see a 2-1 prediction. Mullin cannot play. There's the message there that says, will Mullin be sitting with the team or with the fans again? Oh, I don't know where he could be. And then happy birthday to you. Afternoon, Lee, checking all in. Just other important stuff. If the match is tied on the third round, at least according to ChatGPT, I didn't jump into the FA Cup, but it says extra time is played with 2 halves of 15 minutes if still tied, penalty shootout. No replay. Penalties immediately follow extra time. What does not happen? There's no replays. They abolished that obviously last year. No golden goal, no silver goal, or whatever you want to call it. So we're gonna get our chance. No replays. They've got rid of that until don't they have it for later on in the rounds? I'd have to double check that. It's been a while, but they changed everything, which is why I gave it to ChatGPT. So we'll see how things happen. We're not getting there. 3-1 win. I've already called the Windass brace. I think we're just on a run and we're at home. And I think Forest has gone through their big game. And even though it's their B squad wanting to prove themselves, they've had that emotional surge of that big win. And I think this is a banana peel game. Well, I think they have respect. You listen to all the podcasts, all the coaches all talking about this one. There is respect for Wrexham. But I think that there's going to be a letdown and sort of a just get through this, and they want to focus on staying up for the Prem. And Mr. Ashfield walking in first person in with Coady, and as we watch everybody roll.
I've watched a few of the Nottingham streams, and I think you're absolutely correct. Like 90-something% of the fans were like, "I don't care about this game. I want the Europa League and the staying up in the Prem are the focus."
Well, good luck with the Europa League. God, what kind of run would they have to get on? I haven't looked at how much they'd have to climb, but you just saved not saved yourself, but put yourself in a really good position to stay up in the Premier League. And you're going to talk about Europa?
Well, they're saying that's a higher priority than is this. Like, when they say they would rather focus on those two things rather than the FA Cup, right? Like,
mind you, I guess they may be talking this year. They've got games Braga on this next week, 2 weeks from now. They've got I don't even know how to pronounce it. Bravos, January 29th. So they've got that focus to try and do things in that competition. They're sitting in 11th right now in the table, and I can't remember 24 proceed on to the next round. So they're in a decent spot to potentially stay in the competition. But I thought that was talking about this year and earning it. They've got work to do, I suppose, and that's the focus. So yeah, we get the B squad and away we run. What's your take on Harry Ashfield and if he moves off to Bristol Rovers? Because obviously you and I, massive fans of the young man, 19 years of age, doesn't count against the club squad, the squad numbers. He's a youth player, so there's consideration for that. But just the idea of him in Bristol, do you have a take? Have you turned your mind to it?
I would, as opposed to sitting on the bench and not getting in, which is what would likely take place, I would rather he go to Bristol. I think that would actually be a cool place to be. I think there'd be less pressure in League Two, and I think he could really show out well there, is my expectation. I
don't know about less pressure. Oh, Brendan, they think your mic is a little bit wonky. If you just wanted to check it, I get it fine here.
I'm looking at it. Yep.
I mean, you're talking about a team sitting 20th in League Two and at risk of falling down to the National League, and the pressure that comes with that. They've played 24 games. They've got a game in hand. They're 4 points away from the death with Crawley, Shrewsbury, Newport, and Harrogate chasing them. So it's a different type of stress. I like that for him. He'd be jumping in to a situation.
I don't know how much stress I would feel if I was being brought into something like that. Like, so he's known to not be a starter in his league, right? He's not being brought in as a savior to save the club, right? Like, they're not saying if this guy doesn't, ball out for us, then we're going down and it's all his fault. I guess I didn't see it like that. Maybe others do.
I think it's just playing in the cauldron and the team pressure of a squad. He's had it great. I mean, as far to be 19 years of age and to be around a club that's gone through promotion back to back to back.
He's got plenty of pressure every time he steps on the pitch and eyes on him when he plays for Wrexham. So I don't think that will do it.
Well, but I think it's a different pressure. It's the negative of the grumpy fans. We know how bad it is when we have a couple losses.
But he's stepping in with an opportunity to be a hero, right? Yeah. If they all of a sudden turn it around and it isn't awful, then he will largely receive a lot of credit for their turnaround, right? So it looks like a very good setup to boost his ego, stature, like his game, everything. So I think it's a huge plus. I'd love to see it happen.
Yeah, other options that Port Vale, who's sitting at the basement of League One, which is also another for the similar reasons, and maybe actually preferred for me at Port Vale. I know it's not close to home and there's problems that are going on there. But that's an opportunity to go in and get some meaningful time in a higher division. I think he's too good for League Two. I think he would be better in League One.
I agree, but I'd love to see him go in and not dominate, but like excel. So,
yeah, I guess the question is, what if he doesn't? Then does that hit the confidence, and do we end up doing damage? But we'll figure this one on. The broadcaster's saying that this one's going to be tough to call. I agree. I mean, it could. FA Cups are always delicious this way, in that you never know what you're going to get, especially in the early rounds. Later on, you get a Premier League team in the fourth round, the quarterfinals, certainly beyond that. They're throwing everything at it. Right now, you're going to get B squads as people manage their season. John, why aren't you able to watch? And I don't know what somebody's referencing is probably a gray market, but S and what was it? I'm too cheap for ESPN, so I went with S and something or other. And I missed that because I don't know who that is or what that is. SNB Network. The fans are in full voice, which the other thing that fascinates me, prestige of the FA Cup being superior to the EFL Cup. If you went into the Wrexham Facebook pages of people looking for tickets desperately for this one, yes, it's a Premier League team. But the lure of the FA Cup, undeniable, not mistakable. You could get a ticket easy for the EFL Cup match, but not this one. Shaun and Brendan.
S&B.
Oh, S&B. That's us. I guess we are the network. RKO's here. Mullin is going to play a behind closed door game against Liverpool reserves, with our reserves on Tuesday, or was that this past Tuesday? I think it's next Tuesday. He's going out somewhere. Elliot Lee, I suspect, is going to go out somewhere. Ashfield out somewhere, and then Will Hardy, depends, I guess, on who we bring in. Does McLean go out? Those are my five that I'm keeping an eye on. Is there any other names that you think are possible to go out?
I don't know. I think there's a lot that we're not privy to that's going to make a lot of decisions, like with Lee, I don't know if he's hurt or if he's like resigned to really retire, but they're just paying him out, I think there's a lot of stuff we don't know.
Yeah, those are I guess the five I'm watching. Was so fascinating to listen to Rob Ryan Red. Their priority, they say, striker, and then they go to the midfield for their second priority. Really? I would actually, which I found interesting because I have midfield first and then somebody in the back line, and I say that because I don't know how much faith you have in Coady. And if and Brunt is apparently not doing well with the injury potential.
Oh, well, that's the determining factor, because Brunt can play on both sides. So if Brunt's dinged up, then I think you're spot on.
And so I want to get somebody in the back. And if we get somebody in the back, that's my second option. And then I would go to striker. But, I'm not going to tout the guys at Nathan.
Well, I would want a starter at midfield. I could deal with a backup on the back line.
Agreed.
So that, I guess I would state that. But.
And I could deal with a backup, an improvement on Hardy. Smith is doing the job, right? If I think, and more doing the job, and in this new setup, it's working. So to me, if you were to get somebody who was at their level, who could fill in and plug in as sort of an injury cover, where I think we need an improvement, like a starter improvement in the midfield. We'll see. We'll figure it out. Checking the watch, getting everything all lined up. Nottingham Forest, Wrexham from the Kairas. Third round of the FA Cup.
You got to call it out for me.
I will call it out for you.
No, you won't, but I got to remind you anyway.
What, you think I'm new to this? Woody,
No,
Sportsnet,
not
turn
at
on your
all.
TV. Turn on your TV in Canada. It's on Sportsnet. Free. Sportsnet 1, I believe, but available also if you're streaming, and they're standing over the ball. Third round, £115,000 to the winner this season. $25,000 if you lose. We're off underway. Whistle blows, and it's back. I should have watched this up on the. I'm watching on a stream on my big screen TV instead of the full-on cable, live and in charge. I'll watch it again, but it goes down. It's kicked out. Notts Forest advancing things. Throw in on the right-hand side. I haven't seen Ryan's jacket. I was looking down at the wrong period of time. Dobson controls it. It's back. Hyam's in the middle. It looks like Scar on the right-hand side of the back three. Acuna, the back, heads it forward, and it's going to be settled down with Zinchenko. 29 years of age. Keeps it in. Nice touch there. Advances it forward. They're going to be spry. McAtee Sr. And around
Sean,
the right-hand
you've got
side.
51, 52, 53 seconds-ish on your clock.
I do. 54, 55. Well, it looks like the possession control is going to be what it is, and I'm okay with that. We'll punch him in the mouth with a counterattack and do the build-up as here comes the run through the middle of the field. Savana across the midfield line, right-hand side, draws it back. That's McAtee, pushes it forwards. Good ball control to start. Forrest seems to be pretty spry with the possession. Savana pushes it forward down the right-hand side. Hutchinson cuts through the middle, 35 yards out, over to the left-hand side. God, quit bumping my stats around and moving me. Attack, flicked over. Quality to start, wouldn't you say, from Forrest?
Yeah.
Howdy, Dave. Nice to see you. RKO, there's rumors that a Swede is on the park as a wingback. And again, wingback, sure, I'll take an upgrade, but it's not the position that screams for attention for me. And that's even me being critical of Kakache, who I would love to do a thing today. Smith lets it hit the ground, tries to control it, knocked back to the center backs and advanced forward there by Morato. Oh, they switched. Hyams over on the right now, Scar's in the middle. So we'll keep an eye on that. Throw in for us, midfield stripe. Rathbone going to grab it. McAtee headed that one out and made a whoopsie. Howdy, gamer. Drawn in, Hyam throws it back. Dobson clears. Scar's going to grab it and look up the pitch. Is not a press. Forrest will settle up, three-quarter press, I guess, 35 yards out and just create their little wall and try and make it difficult for us to move forward. Got to have the midfield collect or we're going to be doing these long bombs that Hyam just did as Smith can't get to that one. I think he should have done better with that. And it goes back to Sells. Missed the header, trying to knock it back to Longman, and so it just rolls harmlessly to Sells. Zinchenko. Long ball through, switches on. Kakache. Not there, but missed. And does the offside flag go up? Three minutes, 20 seconds. Doyle smashes it off of the head of Ndoye. We're not looking crisp on the ball. I'll say that as that one's Sheaf advances forward and has to recollect it off of a Forest player, and it's over to Hyam, right-hand side. Longman, touch to Sheaf. He's going to go on a run. Midfield stripe, looking for options. Chip over to Longman on the right-hand side, 35 yards out. He's looking. 25 yards out, still running, advances it forward. Rathbone has to kind of go back and collect it on the pass that wasn't the best. And it's now Dobson recycling. Broadhead comes out to support, and we're going to reframe as that counter-attack opportunity lost on that bad pass to Rathbone. Dominic, thanks for subscribing. Giveaway. Louise, 35 here. It's going to be matching forward. You guys must have different cameras than us. As Broadhead collects it, and he's just going to go on a run down the wing. Holds up, waits, looking for support. Bad pass through the middle of the pitch. We are not on to start. Well, Broadhead steals one, gets bumped in the back, fouled by Morato. 40 yards out. We'll see what happens. I don't think he would be content. I think for him, he now knows because of Thomason, the change of formation, that left wing back open now to the midfielders, and Thomason has asserted himself. Is there any universe that you guys see where McLean comes in over Kakachi or Thomason? I don't. And so that's why I think for me, McLean knows he's probably on the outs here, depending on who comes in. I wouldn't be happy about that if I was playing for Wrexham, but Sheaf, middle of the pitch, collects, runs the ball forward, has Doyle as an outlet, opts not to take him and holds it and settles it back for Broadhead. Smith goes on a run, doesn't get the ball. Dobson, still a look. Everybody who made that run coming back, and Hyam steps forward, bangs it off. It's just those little passes as he hit that off of Bakwa. And I'm all for it. I've also heard names of a Brazilian midfielder who's a little bit aged but has experience with not Brazilian, sorry, Spanish, but playing in Brazil. I don't know. It's going to be an interesting time. Foul there in the middle of the pitch as Hutchinson drew down Sheaf. Dobson picks up the ball and he's looking. We're just going to get it restarted with a center back kickabout. Broadhead. Smith about to go on a run. Broadhead doesn't go. He's going to recoil backwards and we'll set things up. Doyle, left-hand side. Nice pass to Broadhead. That was smooth. Kakache. Right idea for the curl around, sort of button hook to try and get around Louise, but the back pass a little bit behind him, and Kakache also a little bit of a bad touch and loses it. Ends up knocking that one out of play, and it'll be a throw-in for Forest. Yeah, do you waste a roster spot, Brian? I'm not saying that that's not true. Being an enforcer, you put him in to punish the opponent late in the game, but if that's just the role, he's coming into how many games? A third of the games as a backup? Does that take a sub spot for you? I don't know. Well done by Doyle. It was Hutchinson. No, that's not Hutchinson. That's Louise on his back. Been able to hold it. We go again, 7:21 on the clock. Scar and Hyam looking to move the ball forward. Possession is there, nothing in the final third as of yet. Dobson. That's who the rumor is, and I don't know enough about Ramos's current ability. I'm just going on past experience. But when you ever see somebody go from, I think it was Serie A before he moved on, it means he's aged out and either performing exceptionally well or not at all. And I haven't watched to be able to have any sort of an opinion. Right-hand side, Savanaugh through the middle, easily stepped in front of the Nottingham Forest player there. I almost said Notts County. That's a problem. Puked in my mouth a little bit. McAtee controls it, left-hand side. Douglas Louise pushes it forward, intercepted. Dobson collects. Well done to fake the pass, hold it up, and then get it back to Longman. But he bangs it off of the defender. Forwarded on. Sheaf and Smith play catch with each other through the air, and then a missed touch there over to Rathbone and a throw-in. Goal kick, Ogonkwo. Yeah, it's not my money. And talking to my brother-in-laws when I said, okay, I'm getting into football. What do I have to know about team transfers and caps and spending prudently? And they were like, why do we care about spending prudently when we're fans? It's not our money and there's really no cap. If the club's making money, they can spend the money. So we just want whoever we can get in, irrespective of what it costs. There's kind of something to that, I think. 64 teams in the third round of the FA Cup, 32 when this one is done. After the weekend is long, I'm going to foray into the box. Rathbone couldn't quite get it as it's intercepted there, but stays with it and goes, and well done by Rathbone with the effort to collect that. Interrupted by Morato, and we're going to go again. Longman, space, cross, coming. Morato, I feel like I'm going to be saying his name again. That guy is a big body, and he just settles up in the center box and just looks like he's smashing everything away. Danger ball! Last man back. Dan Scar had to get that one right in front of... I thought that was McAtee, but the number looks like 14. Anyway, free kick for us. Sam Smith, Morato, puts him in a quasi-full Nelson, holds him up.
I think he would have got away with it, except when Smith turned to run, it prevented Smith from getting to it before the other player. It was a good call by the ref.
Yeah, the added arm bar.
Yeah, this could easily go in. Why do they have Dobson over that? Why?
Well, as long as he's not taking it. But you've got Rathbone. Because Dobson and Sheaf are not the options I'm taking here. So as far as it going in,
okay.
As far as it going in, the answer will be no. Not direct. He's not looking to take it anyway. He's going to play it. So that's, I don't know why. Maybe Premier League goalie, you have your questions whether you think you're going to be able to hammer that home from distance.
No, I think that would be one of your best chances. That was a good distance. I would have said, asked Broadhead to go
pound it. Rathbone giveaway there, 2-on-1 and not able to control it, and it's going to be going back.
I see that as a huge missed chance. That's a great distance.
Is this Premier League football when you got two monsters like Kuna and Morato sitting in the middle of the pitch? They're not just tall bodies, they're thick.
You and big guys.
Intimidation. I was always that tall, well, not always, but in my later high school years, I was that tall, scrawny kid, 6'2" and 125, 130 pounds, trying to play basketball and just getting eaten up by guys who didn't get blown over when the wind got too strong. So I was always a little envious. Yeah, Mickey Thomas was in the crowd. You looked stressed, to be completely frank.
Yeah, he didn't look great.
35. That's Zinchenko, who's moving into more from the left-hand side into the center. I was wondering, he's the only blonde on the squad. How come I haven't recognized who that is yet and identified that I can just do an easy reference without having to look down at my cheat sheet? Throw in, Wrexham, 18 yards away from goal. Thrown into the mixer. It's mass scramble, but given away there on a kickback pass by Longman, but collected neatly by Broadhead. And we've got space over on the left-hand side. Kakache's asking for it, but it goes to Doyle. He's going to advance it forward and give it to Kakache to run, but too high, too heavy. And Kakache, can he come back and save it? He can't. We call that monkey in the middle between the two, just passing back and forth with Kakache running to try and grab that and steal it. But Doyle, I think, should have done better with that, but he collects anyway and recycles to Ogonko. Not much in it, 13 minutes and 12 seconds. Neither side really making a foray into the final third. It's just been a kickabout. 18-yard box to 18-yard box, and there's Smith with the hand on and gives away the foul. So not letting the aerial scrambles get too physical. Is this official? Paul Tierney, experienced ref. He moved up even faster than Wrexham did. He's National League was the last time we saw him, and that was pre-COVID era. Kuna, right-hand side. Savana, long ball, advanced forward, headed back. Too heavy on that one, and it's collected by Longman, who just leaves the ball there in a scramble. He looked like Bambi. Running ball not under control, so he just said, forget it. I'll leave it with with Rathbone. If Dobson and Rathbone were to have a child, Broadhead with it. Doyle. recollects on a deflected pass, gets it over to Kakache. He's looking to do a thing, and he just smashes it off of the defender, Zinchenko. Doesn't go for a corner. Well done by Zinchenko to keep it in. Heavy touch there, and we're going to get a throw in over on the 6 yards out. Savvy play just to throw the ball into play so that we got to go collect it, and Kakache collects. Danny Rojas. Michael. That's...
Jesus, Dobson. Come on.
Dobson with it. What was he doing with that?
He's pissing himself.
What was he doing with that? Was he... He was like, shoot pass, shoot pass, shoot pass. I'll just put a heavy-weighted ball forward a little bit to Cunha, and he can end up collecting it for us. Danny Rojas. Nice flick from Broadhead up to Kakache into space. Draws out the center back, but Kakache, you chicken shit. Why would you not run? You've pulled the center back out. You can pull him out even further, and if you get the cross in, there's only one man in the center of the pitch, but instead he pulls up, and that allows Savanaugh to go back and just strip him of the ball. Things that Ali Ahmed would not do. You're going to hear that a lot. Sorry.
I was curious to see if what's his name stepped his game up on the right side defensively, our left side defensively now.
Longman?
No. Sorry, I don't know why. Doyle. I was wondering if he's used to a slightly different game, and that this would suit him better.
Smells like it. Yeah. Left-hand side now. 18-yard box, Knots with it. Get it back to Zinchenko, who's moved it forward. Passed up McAtee over to the left-hand side. 3 men on. Goes to ground trying to draw a foul. Loses the ball. Longman has it, and he's going to have to you take 3 people, 4 people. Sometimes you just have to take the clear. I'm all for
look at that. Come on!
Compose when you can.
He put his arm up. He put his arm up.
Whoa. That's got to be no goal.
How do you even argue that?
It has to give a handball, no? I don't think this is up for discussion.
What would you possibly be arguing about?
The lineman hasn't signaled anything. I mean, that was clear chicken wing. That was clear chicken wing, right? Chicken wing. He's saying he shrugged that off.
Got him in the bicep.
Yeah, that's right in the bicep.
Does he not know that there's replays that we can see what happened?
But he knows the official doesn't have replays here.
Yeah.
So for a Premier League team, they get to show all the sorts of consternation and frustration and negotiation. The color commentator saying what Wrexham should be doing, just getting more balls into the box, touches in the box, because you never know what's going to happen. And that's the problem I had with Kakache. The one entry where we had them outnumbered, center back pulled out to go and defend, and he stops and curls. Just put something in the box. Put in the box, kicked away, Broadhead collects it, leaves it there for Sheaf. He's got 3 guys sort of swimming around him, but well composed, but the pass doesn't make it through. Bugger. Turned around, starting to feel a rise here in Forest, and a letdown from us as we haven't found our way. As Bakwa collected that, gets it around, and now it's McAtee who's going to try the left-hand side. McAtee, Hutchinson, over further. Endoy. Zinchenko up. Endoy looking for a cross, left foot into the area, knocked down, right foot, blocked. Oh yeah, Hyam, I believe, got the block on that one, and that's collected and goes all the way back to Sells. Cunha got it back from Sells, and away we go again. Got to start doing things, or it's going to be this downhill come at us for a while. As Savanaugh advances it forward, pushes it through the middle of the pitch. Hutchinson not able to collect that one. Bakwa, though, grabs it, and he gets it Savana. Zinchenko, left-hand side. They got us. They do have us chasing our own tails, and that's forwarded through, and Ogonko collects and catches.
Yeah, when he called that out, I don't know if I would have let him catch it if I was the defender or tried to. Like, I know you want to, but
I love that there's a McLaren banner in the cop, and the way the hoarding and fencing looks is. Hold on, I'll come back to that. Longman taking on his man Zinchenko, cross, and we'll take a corner. Well done.
I agree with John Olsen. Why can't you flag a guy for what appears to be an intentional?
I think you just call the foul unless it's egregious and takes away an opportunity, right?
He throws his arm up. What's egregious?
You could argue that was in the natural.
Well, I'm arguing it's egregious.
Okay. You have every right. I will not take that from you, Brendan.
You can argue it's not. I'll argue the other way. Me and John.
Dobson on the corners. And so we go short. God damn. And the fans booing. Rathbone! Blocked. Deflection goes out. It was critical of the short option, and then Rathbone puts his foot through it, and I thought he had that corner pegged, but it banged off Acuna.
This is a good redirect with the header.
Good stab and a good attempt.
But there was legitimate skill in redirecting it. That wasn't, I just was in the way.
So they're big, thick, and talented?
Yeah, Doyle the target.
Pressure. We needed this. Set piece glory, right-footed in-swinger from Dobson. 6 yards. It's there to be headed straight up over top, and Cunha got his head on that one in front of Chaim. And we'll go to the opposite side. Dobson getting his sprints in, walking back and forth. Keep pumping him in there.
I don't know what the nationalities of all these guys are, but based on the last names, it looks like they're pulling from all over the world.
They do pull. I mean, that's the Prem, right? And if you went through it, a lot of Brazilians on this Nottingham Forest squad. So it'll be a right-footed out swinger. Nobody there to take the short corner, so it's coming into the box. Far post, headed. It's too far back. Did that go out of play? Is that what that call was? The right-footed outswinger, always the danger when you put it up in the air that it comes out and goes past the line before it came out. I didn't think that was the threat there, but we'll see what happens. But Jesus, Brazilian. Cunha, though, I don't know. Brazilian, yeah, makes sense.
Smith's putting in work.
Smith goes in front of two big bodies there, doesn't get it, and goes back, and Sells will collect. That's got to be the away fans, I hear, with the drum. Jesus up to the corner. Longman, Doyle out there. Put into the middle of the pitch. Oh, unfortunate on the foul. A penalty area. Dobson was there, took the ball away. The only thing that I don't like about the foul call is the ball was away by the time oh no, he did catch him. Never mind. I'll take that. Dobson missed it. I thought that he.
I agree. I thought the same thing until I saw the replay, and I was like, oops.
Yeah, I thought the ball was free and clear, and there was a foot
he swept
on ball.
His leg, and he still could have ran forward and contested. So right on the edge of the area, 10 yards away, can have a crazy crack at it. So the wall's got to be there. Flick over to. There's lots of options here. 4 or 5 big bodies in the middle. These are just awkward ones because you don't see very many of them. Fouls occurring in this area. Right footer, smash, far post, drilled, smashed off by Ogonko, clears it with the hands, but not out of danger. Left foot, put into the area, flipped up into the air, 18-yard box, and collected again. And this time, McAtee with it. Slides it back. Hutchinson, yes, McAtee. Left foot into the mixer again and cleared out by Dobson.
Zinchenko with it now. 30 yards out. He's picking his options. McAtee still, all the big center backs are in the mix. And so it's put back into the area again, and everybody misses it. And it goes harmlessly as Jesus can't climb the ladder. There should be audio. I don't know what you're watching, RKO. You can still hear me, right, Brendan?
I can hear you. I think we're good.
So I was saying, when you look at the Cop and its construction, they've got this, basically it looks like an oval made with fences around, and then there's a McLaren. It looks like kind of a mini F1 racetrack of dirt. It just looked comical to see a big McLaren banner, around an oval, and it not be F1. As Smith climbing the ladder, that was a massive jump. The vertical is improved. Epic, and banged out, should be throw in for not Forest. Is Cunha well defended there? You keep losing it. Interesting. So people are getting different output. Try the refresh button and we'll see on our end but the fact it's going. Yeah, that's the solution. Suspect a YouTube problem, not us.
Yeah, I'm not dropping frames. I'm watching it. It says I'm okay. So.
Okay. And if you can hear me, it's not from me to you. So Doyle with a bad pass forward and a bad missed touch, and it goes out of play in the throw in here that Savanaugh takes, headed out by Sheaf, and they'll advance 10 yards and do it again. Savanaugh. Thrown in. Left-footed. Hutchinson gets it wide. Zinchenko comes forward. That's taking on Longman. Draws it back. McAtee, edge of the area. Push forward to Zinchenko. Kick back pass for him, and it's kicked out, and we'll take the goal kick. Nice little interplay of passing, but ultimately mishandled, and it goes out. Local weather affecting internet connection at viewer's location. Sorry. It is quiet. Well, I think there hasn't been much in this game. We're 27 minutes in, and we've had 3 corners, and they've had a handball into the back of the net. Really not much else going on from that. Interesting from the color commentator saying this is very much looking like a Premier League game, which is a compliment to Wrexham, but not what they want. It's what Forest wants. It's their style. Interesting take. Whoa, undercut, but no foul called as Sheaf got his head up to the ball, and we're going to battle for control here. Doyle says he got bumped in the head before he was able to make contact, and there's Smith with contact. Is the ref going to call that? Says nope, that's a flop. Rathbone goes up, but man, just big scrambly bodies, and Murado just deft with the feet, able to get to that one with 2 bodies around him and just punch it out and reset. Thrown in quickly. Rathbone over working with Kakache, 2 big bodies on him again, and he just loses it, and it's going to go. Oh, well done by Kakache to control that. And he says it went out of play. I thought Kakache did a nice little play there, and I'll give him the credit for it to go over and draw that one back over to Rathbone and save it. But they say, no, let's have an eye. Does it cross the line? No way, ref. No way. Has to be the whole ball, and it was not even close.
Yeah, well, they just watched the guy lift his arm and go, okay.
Referees do make mistakes, says the color commentator. Not even close. Egregious error. Oh, nice little pass through the legs of Scar, and so now they've got a ball 18 yards out. Scar's desperate to run back into possession. Well done by Sheaf to block it down. Kakache collects. Doyle has it, and he's looking for options. Smashes it off of Louise, and Ogonkwo just goes out and collects. There's to your comment about the fans being quiet. I you know what, best color commentator I've heard at any game probably over the last 3 years, saying to the Wrexham looking very comfortable on the ball, but playing a style that's not going to bring in the home section.
Do you think so? I don't think they've looked comfortable.
Not as comfortable as we've seen in the last 4 games. compared to season average, I would say above average. Turnover there, Broadhead on the run, 3-on-2, opportunity here, left-hand side, looking for Smith, who's ahead of Cunha, left foot, and misses it right-hand side by 2 feet. It was there for the taking and a difficult shot. Smith is who you want on the ball, and that left footer not in the position he wanted it, but we'll take that as a run forward, 3-on-2. And a great pass over to Smith, leads him forward, left foot, and he just misses. Got in his head.
He gave the keeper way too much credit and went so
sometimes
wide.
He blasted at him. Yeah, he tried to be pinpoint and precise because he knew he's got a Premier League quality keeper in net. And so the question was not asked. You don't ask the questions, you will not get answers. Be bold, men. That's
great pass by Broadhead.
Yes, it was
nicely weighted.
Absolutely. Zinchenko now with it. He's going to go left-hand side forward to Bakwa, who's going to take on Longman 30 yards out. Rathbone coming out in support to try and get it. It's going to be cleared back. Louise pushes it forward, and it comes all the way back to Morato. He's got Cunha. Louise now advancing it forward. McAtee gets a touch on it. Doesn't do anything with it, and Savanoff collects it. And over to the right-hand side. Endoy. Far side, Bakwa, he's there, just barely touched, and it'll go for a corner. A necessary header from Hyam. Hey, we get an addition. We're missing Iceland from our banner. It's been a while since we've had a new country. Welcome, Kig. I missed it. Thanks for flagging it. I love Iceland, except for the price of food.
I was there 2 years ago. It was awesome.
Yeah. Really enjoyed it. Super friendly people. It felt very Canadian in a lot of ways.
I felt it wasn't very Canadian in a lot of ways. That's why I loved it. No, I know what you mean.
Yeah, no, it was Iceland, Norway. I was in Oslo on the last trip, 2 trips ago into the UK. Big fan of Oslo, a lot like Victoria, BC, and the West Coast, sort of the Pacific Northwest if you're in the US. Corner, 6 foot yard, dangerous and well headed away and cleared there by Longman. Rathbone looking to collect it 9 yards out and look for options. Forwards it to Hyam, who's just going to thump it down the pitch, which gave an opportunity for Dobson to go on a rush and battle with Morato. Now I've unified Cunha and Morato into one being. One center back mob, monoliths in the back. Ooh, dangerous tackle, advanced forward. And well done, Longman gets that as Hutchinson loses it. Dobson now. Nice ball forward to Rathbone. Need more red jerseys up, so Longman holds up and gets it to Rathbone. We just didn't have the ponies, I think, to be able to run that forward with the big 2 center backs. So this, to me, a wise decision to curl back because we didn't have them outnumbered. 33 minutes in an uneventful but controlled half. We've looked composed but not courageous, would be how I would describe it. We need to find a little bit more courage here and to go after it for the last part of the first half and the second half. Put him to the sword. McAtee, he has it in the middle of the pitch. Morato, long ball down the middle, too heavy, and that's just going to go harmlessly and roll for a goal kick. Ogonkwo. Taking our time. This has been a slow one to move about, correct? 34th minute. Ogonkwo finally gets us underway. Long ball through the middle of the pitch. Ooh, nice little play there. Was that Smith working his butt around and skying just when the ball went there, nicked away a possession from the center back, and Longman now, he doesn't like the numbers, so he's going to turn and recycle. Hyam, Sheaf, searching for options. Doesn't like them, so goes back to Hyam. All on the right-hand side. Now back to Scar, and we're 35 yards away from our own goal. Jeannie, how are ya? Fly the flag. Dobson now with it, pushes it forward, trying to find Smith on the other side of Morato, and who almost did it, getting around the bigger man. He is like that little chihuahua bouncing around on a bulldog in a cartoon. He's just deft in trouble and causes problems. Dave, no, I said composed, but no courage would be how I describe things in this one. MK Dons up on Oxford as the FA Cup advancing forward. Zinchenko with it, left-hand side, draws it back. Louise. He's got McAtee behind him, but instead he's going to take on Rathbone. Nope, right-hand switch, and that's going to go over to Savanaugh. Nobody over there to support, so he's going to look to try and pump it into the box or draw it back to McAtee. McAtee gets it. It's into the area. No, it's not. Headed and rejected, and well done, controlled. Advanced it forward, and Sheaf, and I believe that Rathbone, well done. He's going to hold up, leave it for Broadhead, and we're going to look to recycle. Dobson. They're good coming back, and so anytime we get that counter-attack opportunity and we end up looking up and we're outnumbered 2-1 with white jerseys. And so we end up just doing the center back kickabout, not really our thing, but there's a nice touch. Dobson gets the pass from Rathbone, gives it back, and we advance forward to 35 yards away from goal. Broadhead now. He's going to move it over to the left-hand side. Doyle has moved forward. He's looking for the cross, gets it forward, and it's cleared neatly and tidily up to Louise. And there's a challenge. Dobson gets it. No foul called. Right footer! Scores! Kakache collects it. They were looking for a foul, and everyone stopped from Forest. Kakache said, I'll keep it play on. Referee says nothing to give, and he puts it into the far left side. Kakache, that's a check mark as far as moving and climbing the ladder back up into good standing with me anyway. Well done there. You don't quit. You don't stop. And a Premier League team full of youth staring at the officials saying, you got to call that. But instead, referee says, nope, that was a good tackle. And we'll see who that was. Was that Dobson who did the stab away here from Louise? That was Dobson. Stabbed it away from Hutchinson, not Louise. And everyone thought Hutchinson was going to get fouled, but that's a neat tackle. Oh, that's a neat tackle. He knocked the ball away. Nothing in that. And the kids of Forest stop. And Kakache says, score. Did get a bit of a touch on the heels of Morato.
Kakache said to all those pundits,
this guy, yeah. Kakache.
This one's for you. And
yeah.
Boom.
Well, or just a fortunate deflection, and he could have done better with the shot, But no, I give him credit because he was there on that curl pattern around the side. Mr. Reese happy enough to throw $5 into the kitty. And sorry, Anthony, I get a little excited. Lost my eardrum. It's all Tim's fault. Tim just shows up and we get a goal. So that's a lesson to you, sir. Be here from outset. Hi, Michelle. Nice to see you. Knocked out, and the fans are on to the kids with the Bronx cheers. What is a Bronx cheer called in the UK? Like that's just a little flick on the ball. And I said no courage. Kakache showed it. I have to give him credit for it. He had the quality, but more importantly, he was all after it. Throw in there on an opportunity trying to get it to Broadhead, I'm assuming, because I heard the roar of the crowd and then the groan. Now they're loud and proud. Pressure on. Fans are all over the kids. Every play. Savanaugh, 22-year-old, knocks it out, and they're going to hear it. Oh, the crowd is into it. I will take a birthday boy goal, but he's got to get onto the pitch. That's his brace, so he's going to come in 65th minute and pot 2 to put it away. Smith knocks it down. Broadhead, 30 yards out. Pass missed. Tried to find Kakache and a little bit too heavy. But well done. Doyle steps in front and gets a possession. Puts it into the middle of the pitch. Heavy touch, but that's okay. Broadhead's there to collect. He's a jitterbug in the middle of the pitch. Rathbone scores! Holy Ollie Rathbone. And did you see Broadhead? Just a jitterbug. Left left, right, through players, around things, doing stuff, gets it off the Rathbone, free and clear, breaking down a Premier League defense. Smash them, lads. Crush them, boys. That's Morato, who started 8. And that's Cunha, to be fair, who's only been 1, but they just got abused in that one. Moving forward, holy broadhead. Is there another way to describe it other than a jitterbug on that one, Brendan?
Yeah, exactly.
What? Put him to the sword. Watch this. I just want to see how many times. Well done by Doyle to eke the possession. Comes back. Missed touch there. Broadhead collects. Jitterbug. I'm to the right. I'm to the left. Fakes it. Nobody knows where it's going. He had the defenders going left, right, left, right, left, right. And Rathbone
Does he
zigged when everyone else zagged.
Oh, no, almost. It looked like he nutmegged him for a second.
Huh. Oh, sexy. Sexy. Dave Nicely. Gift memberships. Go. Anthony, no, everybody's got the defense mechanism. Oh, we're moving forward, and so all of a sudden the earphones start to come out, or everybody turns the speakers down or steps away from everything. Sorry, guys. 2-0 for the good guys. Does ask questions. That's what who is this color guy? Pay this guy money. I want him to do every Wrexham game. He's insightful. He understands the pulse and the culture of what's going on, and he's not biased. The narrative is impressive. Sportsnet in Canada. Yep, you bet.
Look at Doyle. So, by the way, if you haven't seen this, Doyle has introduced every Prem guy to the Championship's physicalness every time he can.
Lean on him a little bit harder.
He's giving everyone an extra little, I'm right here. You're going to have to deal with me.
We go again. Longman taking on Bakwa. Cross over to Smith. Missed the angle just a bit, and it's cleared out for a throw, but the fans are into it. Thanks, Anthony. Appreciate that. We've been in. I've been in. It's been 3 and a bit seasons. Oh, Sheep saying I can run just like Broadhead. Leaves it for Rathbone. Flick on too heavy, and it's collected by Sells. Got to give a shout out and credit. As much as it Broadhead with the jitterbug move and Rathbone with the finish, that all started because Boyle did what he does and jumped in front of the defender and intercepted the ball and moved that thing forward and stole it. So the team showing off up front. And so far, nothing needed to show off in the back, and hopefully that continues. But I hope the crowd keeps leaning on the kids, and we put this one away, and Nottingham Forest just resigns themselves. Let's control.
We lost Shaun there for a second. He's back.
Did you lose him?
Just for a second. Yeah.
I just said something really pithy.
Oh, damn it.
No, I was just saying important to get maybe a goal or two here. More, or I'd like to, not important, but I'd certainly like to try and just resign Nottingham Forest to say, fine, we've got Europa League and Premier, we're done with the FA Cup, and just to step away.
Yeah, it'd be nice if we see them resign by pulling some of their better players.
Pressure on Nottingham Forest with it. It's going to come over, and it's Savanaugh, right-hand side. Back to McAtee. Auntie Babs and Uncle Phil were seen in the crowd. Sat in Blackpool with him as there's a piss poor entry. I don't even know what was he doing with that one? That was Louise. Who was he taking a shot? Was he passing it for trying to go for a header? Ryan's just smiling and bopping and having a good time. So much fun right now. Right, Anthony? I was watching the Facebook feed with all the tickets and people screaming for him, and I was like, man, get that stand up like yesterday, because the demand is there and there's so many people missing out. Desperate. Dave, thank you. $20 into the kitty. Much appreciated. Is that one collected by Nottingham Forest, and it's Cunha. Now I'm mispronouncing his name. Cunha over to Morato. Zinchenko with it. He's going to advance it forward. That looked like... I was saying 19. Where did 19 come from? Was that Bakwa? It wasn't Bakwa. I'm misreading numbers. I've gone dyslexic or something. I can't make the sense. 45th minute. What do we think? 2 minutes of added time? 3? No injury time at all. It's been a composed, nothing in a game, +1. So I thought with the 2 goals, maybe they would add a second minute, but just the 1 minute of added time. Oh, and advance forward, and Smith is on a breakaway. Make it 3, buddy. He's right there. Oh, it's stopped by Sells, who comes out and gets his ass on it as he dove forward. Just needed a chip as he was running forward, and it's not there. And everybody, hands on their heads, looking as he was free and clear from 40 yards away and not able to make it 3-0. Oh, Julia, I'm glad that you're here with us, though, even though you can't end up joining.
What the
I hope that there's a moment in time where you feel that you're able to go and do it and embrace it. But I'm happy you found a way to soak it up, and it's with us. There's the whistle. Halftime, 46th minute. Holy, Brendan, summarize that half.
Just awesome. I mean, we could be greedy and want those 2 gimmies for Smith, but up 2-0 over a Prem team at home in a late round FA Cup, just great times.
Absolutely. You take the opportunity to potentially move forward. 32 teams left in this one after this is all said and done. It's until when did we score our goal? Was it in the 36th minute or something like that? I'm just kind of going off a recollection here. 37th minute. Up until the 37th minute, not much in this thing. I kept saying composed and no courage. It was sort of just 2 teams kicking it back and forth with the occasional foray into the final third. And then all of a sudden it just snapped and went off over a 3-minute span. And this is where we sit. Have I lost internet?
No, you're here. Do you want to do stats, or you just want to keep going off of feels?
I like the feels. No, I'm just concerned that I've lost my feed here on my phone. Watch live. Let's just bring this up, because if they do have a halftime show, I'd like to be able to catch it. So off the stats, possession 44% for us, 56%. So we had them right where we want them. Expected goals. Hold on, I'm on the wrong thing here. Expected goals 0.84 for us, 0.29 for them. So we're a whole goal ahead. 5 shots for us, 3 for them. 3 on target for us, 1 for them. I think that they had more touches in the box. Is that a fair assessment? 11-6, and so they did, but just nothing towards Ogonkwo, really. One big chance, and it was missed, and I guess that's the Smith run in there at the end, which that would have been epic to put this one away. They go down 3-0 into the half, and I think it's just all right, we're going home, lads.
That would have been the nail in the coffin. They would have come out with a different lineup at half.
So yeah, it's not much in for fouls. 3 fouls to 5. I don't recall. Nobody's taken a yellow. Nothing too physical in it. You had the arm ball from Louise. It caught it square in the bicep and knocked it down. That game could have been totally different had they stuffed that one up. I'm glad they caught that one. The only mistake the refs really made was on the Kakache effort to go and keep the ball and it wasn't over. And then on our end, the finish was there. So, yeah, flip that up in the air. Yeah, is what it is. I'm sorry, I just got distracted by the highlights. I don't think is there any stat there that jumps out. I mean, 202 passes for us. That's a little bit ahead of the average. 81% accurate. We haven't made. There's been a couple of missed passes that were off by a couple of feet, but in most circumstances, we haven't been giving the ball away. We may have been in this situation where we've killed the opportunity to advance forward because the pass was a little bit off and we've had to turn around and recycle. But it's been solid throughout. And I can't imagine, John, a Friday night post FA Cup win in the third round against a Prem team. It's going to be a basher and a good time in Wrexham tonight if and when the score holds. Just showing the opportunity here. Broadhead pass forward to Smith, and that was another one, that pretty pass and the missed opportunity. Was there anything that stood out for you in the stats? I think not much in it to me. It is what we expected it to be.
No, yeah, I mean, that's what we saw. Sometimes the stats don't reflect it. This is, I think, fairly accurate.
Yeah.
I just put the players up. 8-1 for Rathbone, 7-8 for Kakache, Dobson, Broadhead, Doyle, Sheaf. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 top 6 rated guys so far.
Dave with the astute comment here that I seem to recall a 2-goal lead in a cup match that didn't work well. Hold our current form and don't sit back until the end. Be sharks feeding, not fat seals barking. Definitely something in that. The difference being is I think we're up against a squad that is less willing to push forward and to advance. I mean, I hate to say that about the character of a Prem team and not giving it their all, but there were the teams that had come back are ones that were chasing and had nothing to lose. They were willing to put it forward. I don't know if these guys are willing to do the same. We'll see. Halftime in the MK Dons Oxford United, still 1-0. MK Dons are up. Wigan Athletic with the Mullinless Wigan Athletic 0-0 against Preston. And that one, and Port Vale, bottom of League One, leading Fleetwood 1-0. Games start tomorrow, 4:15 if you're interested. There's a whole host of them. Lots of interesting ones. Doncaster playing at home against Southampton if everybody's interested in that one. Middlesbrough has Fulham away tomorrow at 7, so 3 p.m. UK time. Ipswich Town against Blackpool. Is there a big one that I'm really excited? I guess Grimsby Town against Weston Supermare would be the big one at 5:45 tomorrow UK time. But lots of fun with the FA Cup, and so I'm probably going to try and find a way to sneak in a couple of matches if I get the opportunity. Randy says, didn't get to tune in until late. Thanks for the broadcast, and way to go, you Reds. Appreciate you being here. I wish I had anything to say on that on these ones. It was Kakache hard work and staying focused on a good tackle on Dobson. The nice thing is this isn't also one player just carrying it. We've had nice plays from essentially everybody. Smith maybe still could do a thing. He's all of the back plays there, a finish. A little bit better on the finish.
If he just blew 2 easy opportunities and he wasn't working his absolute tail off everywhere else, making stuff happen,
then the criticism deserved. Yep.
Yeah, he's keeping that back line, all of them, busy and with his activity. So, yeah, I mean, he's definitely a contributor to those 2 goals. So,
yeah, no, I agree with that, and I give him a lot of compliments for the question I had going into the season is, yes, he's pacey. Yes, he has the opportunity to get behind if the long balls are there. You question whether that's going to happen in the championship when you don't see it because you don't know how they're going to be able to, how the midfielders or how many times those advances forward are going to get stopped. What I didn't see from him last year and what I didn't expect from him in the championship was how skilled he is. And it is a skill to be able to, at his size, deal with those center backs and find a way to disrupt, cut them off, find a way to get around it. And in one instance today, his vertical had to, he just outverted a center back who's probably got 7-8 inches on him and cleared and eked out an extra possession. And it's that sort of stuff that I have to give credit for, because if you don't have that in your back pocket, it's very easy to get frustrated when you've got long balls coming forward and no opportunity to end up getting it. Then you're pissed off at the guy who's put it forward. They're pissed off because you can't do anything going and get it, and it starts to weigh on you. Player touch map, they're showing Rathbone as a striker, and his touches, he's been all over. He's ignored the left side defensively, but he has been all over the pitch with his touches. We're into talking schoolboy stuff. The other match that's coming up, so for the women, we're back into we had that disappointing outcome. Do we want to talk about that one, Brendan, against Cardiff City? For those that missed it in the second half of the doubleheader, do we just leave it alone? But no game, obviously.
Alone. There's plenty else to talk about other than that tough
yeah,
loss.
I just wanted to. I'll just lead into the next fixture. So Britain Ferry back into the Adran Trophy. So that's in 48 hours. That'll be Sunday morning, Sunday afternoon, depending on where you are, North America and the UK.
If you're looking for a fun time, very interactive chat, very much like this. Deandra and I are pretty loud and crazy, and we enjoy ourselves. So come check out the women's game on Sundays.
Yeah, and then 2 more games, Barrytown and Britain Ferry, to end up the first portion of the Adran Premier. Then they'll consolidate. Top 4 will play each other. There'll be 6 more games, and end of the season coming quick. The way it goes, and Julie needs a brew stop. I want to go and have a beer, and there's Wrexham lager sitting in the fridge downstairs. I might actually go and get one.
Did you
carry it? Well, I go get a beer.
I should go get some myself. My son's already told me we're going out to dinner after this. They're putting in the railings in the tech end after this game.
Oh, really? Is that why they've got everything all set up there?
Yeah, all the standing rails, although they're telling them they're not supposed to stand. But if you do, now there's railings.
There you go. I'm going to go and grab a beer, and I'm going to also charge the battery here. So I'm going to just unplug my display for a second. I will be right back with a brew because that sounded too good for an afternoon. And I'm going to do that, and I will be back momentarily. Brendan, thank you.
Go for it. All right, I'm going to check out chat. Gabe, Vamos. Yes, Wrexham is kicking butt today. Glad to see Honduras in the house. Anthony, nice to see you. Dave Nicely, thank you very much for that donation. You and Steve and Dave Foster, all of you, thank you very much. Mertland, great to see you. And what was I going to say? Oh, Steve Barton. Borton. Jesus, I'm messing up your name, Steve. I spent an hour and a half trying to track you down after the last stream because I thought you had a Discord. You were in our Discord, and I couldn't find your handle in our Discord, so I couldn't reach out to you. I landed in your city in Orlando at 3:00 yesterday, and I left at 3:00. But today, 2 days ago, Wednesday, I left at 3 to go there, and I left yesterday to come back to Boston at 3:00. So I was only in town for 24 hours, but I desperately wanted to buy you a beer, and I did spend a good hour trying to track you down, hunting you on Facebook and Google, and I was unable to. So if you join the Discord, there's a good chance I can then contact you a heck of a lot easier. So next time, Steve. Hey, Rocker Chick, nice to see you. Santiago in the house. Great to see you, Santiago.
Liquid lunch.
Yeah, Michael. Ollie did well.
Holy, that's maybe the best part of the day so far. Well, no, the 2-0 lead, we'll take that.
Oh, I didn't see Mohammed. Sorry, missed yours, Mohammed. Randy, Gamer World, obviously Julia.
Have I lost you, or can you hear me?
I can hear you. I was just ignoring you.
Oh, okay. So fair enough. Did I break my system doing a thing?
That's the funny thing. I can pretend like I can't hear you, and then and then you can say all sorts of stuff that I get on tape that you didn't know.
I'm just going to bump my live button to make sure that I'm. Yeah, I'm all caught up and we're away. One of the things I was thinking about, and I don't know the answer to this question, so I'm going to get the answer or part of what I was going to talk about because I have a preemptive thought as I went and grabbed my beverage, is when you're a team that's struggling in the league, as far as Nottingham Forest has, and you look at their goals for the year, they've scored 22, which is near the bottom of the table. It's not quite at the bottom. You've got the Wolves with 15, you've got them at 21, and you've got, so I guess, tied for second last in the Premier League. You're not scoring a lot. Does that psychology of not putting the ball in the back of the net, you're scoring literally one goal a game is your average for the season, does that weigh on you even when you're playing a team that, quote unquote, is lesser competition in a team from the championship, that even though you're looking for 2 goals now, you're like, well, we haven't scored more than 1 goal as an average all season, and it weighs on you on a micro level as far as the players are concerned?
I think that's usually a valid point. Hey there, Marcus. I guess what I would say with this one is I think it's a conscious choice by their team to only take a really good shot, right? Like in hockey, you would typically say, just put shots on net, look for the rebound, try to tip it in. Don't look for the perfect opportunity, right?
Right.
Get shots on net, see what you can make happen, get in there and muck it up. And we have guys attacking them and going right at them. And I don't think they're used to that. Teams usually keep passing it around and look for this perfect opportunity. They could have attacked us multiple times. They had guys with the ball in good positions, and instead they would swing it wide. I think they're just stuck in a mode of looking for this perfect thing. And in the Premier League, they're not as aggressive and willing to take bad shots, potentially bad shots. And we're just like, we're not thinking about it, worried about it. We're just going, and we're getting off more attempts. So I think they have a Premier League mindset, which is a conservative one. And if they opened up, they'd probably have a couple of goals.
Nico Williams, Wrexham born, into the lineup. The captain's on the bench, or is on the pitch, triple sub. So they're going to try to pick things up and advance stuff. I don't see any changes from us, but the window has been utilized. So they're gonna make a run, the counter punch early, see if they can get back into this and make a game of it. The longer the clock ticks without any action and any movement, the better it is for us. And I'd love to see a spine breaker 3-0 scoreline. Underway. Sorry, I missed that one by about 1 second. So I'll give you the time as we go through this one as Scar heads that down, and I'll have to get acquainted with the new numbers and where they're playing on the pitch as Sheaf takes down his man. That's Gibbs White. In the area, cleared away, knocked down, and we'll take a foul and a free kick. So Dominguez in for Zinchenko. Gibbs White came in, and I don't know who he subbed in for yet. A good friend knows how you take your
Dominguez came in.
Yeah, I got Dominguez. I don't know who came
Gibbs
out.
White came in as well.
I don't know who Gibbs White came in for. Somebody in the midfield.
Aqua or what's his name?
And I with it got an opportunity here. Great tackle, Doyle. Are you kidding me? Wraps the legs around the ball, keeps it, and sends him. And it's going to be a chase on for Smith, who's going to try and take on Savanaugh. And it's going to get it back to Sells, and so nothing in there. Gosh dang, I get asked to clean the tub, and we score not 1, but 2 goals. RKO, all within 3 minutes. Kakache, Dobson got a tackle. Everybody on Nottingham Forest stopped looking for a foul, and Kakache picks up the ball. A slight deflection off of Kuhnho, but it goes into the left corner. And then the second one, great play by Doyle, steps in front of the man, steals the ball, gets it to Broadhead. Broadhead jitterbugs his way towards goal, and it ends up on Rathbone's foot, and he just puts it into the bottom corner. 3 subs for Nottingham Forest. Gibbs White for Bakwa. There we go. Thank you. Zinchenko. So was it just 2 subs then? I've got 2 marks so far. Yeah. Oh, Williams came in, a defender. And McAtee is out. So Bakwa, McAtee, Zinchenko left. Basically, their whole left side was replaced with Williams, Gibbs White, and Dominguez.
Well, that's a punishment because that's where we've been working.
So Rathbone gives it to us. Right-hand side, lots of space for Longman. He's have a crack, have a go. There, no, he's going to go far post. What? I think that was an effort on goal, says the broadcaster. There it is. Thanks, Tim. Well, was that a shot or was that a pass?
I don't know. Does he typically wear glasses?
Me?
No. Longman.
I don't know.
He might need them.
Contact lenses need adjustment. Longman steps into that one and gives it away. Come on, Ryan. It's the simple things now. Ball pushed forward. Longman's going to run down the wing. Hutchinson not able to get there. Throw in from the corner. Hutchinson hasn't broken a sweat. Tells you a lot. Throw in from the corner, down the line. Lots of space over on the right-hand side. Broadhead almost got his knee into that one. That one made me a little bit nervous. Endoy. Morato over left-hand side. Every time it gets over there, I have to look because that's Williams. Back to Morato. They're going to go Kuno. Back to Morato. The center back kick about at the midfield stripe, but they're moving forward. Munho advances it. 16 is Dominguez, and he's going to push it forward. Ball comes loose, and Sheaf just pounds it down, and Smith not able to go and get it, so the center backs are going to kick it after Sells has a touch. And they will come again. I don't want this. We're going to turtle for 40 minutes, guys. Not doing that. Ball advanced forward. Ogonkwo, go get. Leaves it, and Dominguez can't get it. Sorry, Jesus not able to get it. Scar fended him off, and away we go. Fans are into it. Forest fans are not. Arms crossed, arms crossed, arms crossed. It is just snapshot to multiple Nottingham Forest fans with their arms. The stoic.
They show the Nottingham coach saying something to one of his coaches, and Windass is just trying to read everything he's saying.
Reading the lips.
Yeah, he's like focused on what the coach for the other team's doing.
Doyle has it, loses touch there. That's the sub. Gibbs White, who ends up grabbing that one. And Forrest has it. Gibbs White, nice little touch to himself, draws it back. Savanaugh, midfield stripe. Broadhead going to step out and force him back. Louise. Looking for options, doesn't find any. Draws him over to Dominguez. Long ball, looking through the middle of the pitch. High, somebody cleared Dobson. Okay, good. Smart play by Dobson. And then a missed touch there by Broadhead trying to get it to Sheaf, and we give away possession. Louise, left-hand side, going to go there. Missed pass. That was there to be taken, just not in front. Slow it down. And Sam Smith goes and knocks it out and gets himself a throw in and slows it down a little bit. See, the color commentator just saying exactly what you said, Brendan. Not the best game for Smith going forward, but he's made up for it with his play elsewhere on the pitch.
Well, either that guy's brilliant, or he's the same level idiot I am.
Trouble here. Lots of numbers into the box. Right foot and cross going. It's into the box, into the mixer, headed. Knocked down, scream for help. It's a big shot and block. Nottingham Forest protests too much. They all sat there with their hands up in the air. And who was that? That was the substitute, Dominguez, that if he would have been paying attention, had himself an opportunity. And by the time the ball settled, it turned into a half volley instead of a full volley. And Ogonkwo got over and stopped it. That was Dominguez sleeping. And I am here for it. Young kids protest too much. Foul there on us. Louise complaining. Thou doth protest too much. Watch this when the cross is there. It's headed down. They scream handball, and he's too busy celebrating, and he misses the opportunity.
So did you see how hard we just did a clear from all that pressure? And they made it, it was not an easy holdup by Smith. And he controlled that beautifully for us to maintain possession. Do you know what I mean?
And then we just gave it away, but yes. But it's weird. I feel bad for Smith in a way. He is the prototypical guy to come in for Parkey at the 82nd, 83rd minute, right? Because you know he's just going to give you so much away from the ball. And it's like his skill is his skill and his talent sort of robs him from opportunities otherwise. I say that, but also have to add, he's been playing exceptionally well as of late as Broadhead commits a foul on Savagnin and gets it underway to Louise. Dominguez. Right-hand side, Savagnin. Cuno. It's not Morato. It's Louise who came back, who skips it over to Morato. Two in the back as the two other defenders moving forward. Savano's all the way up right here as it gets crossed into the box. And deflected backwards. Oh, well done by Scar to get in the way of that one. Drawn down, and there's a free kick. Going to be 19 yards out. The foul committed that was equal parts contact and equal parts opportunistic flop by Gibbs White. As you can see, watch the physical contact as it good block by Scar.
No, that was a full flop. Yeah.
Oh, that was a full flop right in front of Dobson. I thought there was at least a little bit of contact.
Well,
I don't think there was any.
I don't know. Maybe
he spun himself into that flop. Oh, the right knee kind of got the right knee, but he was already going down. But it is what it is. 55th minute, and this is one of those ones that I think it's got to be a through the wall smasher. Somebody's got the risk of taking one to the dome. Can they get that up and down from there? It's close. It is close. Maybe they will have a crack at it.
Doing well for, I guess it's a Friday afternoon, Friday night, so we're getting more people than usual than on a weekend. We're getting a lot for it not being a weekend, I guess is what I'd say.
Louise, big save, Ogonkwo. Whoo, baby. Got over the wall, was on target, coming down. Oh, it would have been close to the woodwork, but it was certainly there. Let's have a look at this replay. Oh, it would have been close, but I think that could have been bar down. Ask the question, answer the question. That's the goal. You don't let that one slip. And here that comes with a corner now. Left-footed in-swinger for Nottingham Forest. Delivered into the box and headed on and headed out. And we'll take the goal kick as Morato doth protest too much.
After you watched him take that from a closer spot, now do you reevaluate the missed opportunity for us? That when we had the penalty kick from a better position, we were out another 3 yards.
Yeah, it just depends on the personnel on the. But yeah, I would have put Broadhead out there and taken the.
Broadhead can bury that. Yeah.
Yeah, I would have taken Broadhead and had the shot. Lamar, hot dog. We're killing it. Hot dog. Could we add a diggity into that? Hot diggity dog. Williams has it. Moves it over. 16. Dominguez moves it forward. Gibbs White, right-hand side into the box with some space. Shot! Oh, Gonkwo! Are you kidding me? Massive save. And this protest from Gibbs White, that's a little over the top. I didn't see that coming back off of anybody's hand or anything. Gonkwo just makes the save and it rebounded off of a body. Holy jumping. Too much space. Has the crack. Ogonkwo knocks it down. And who's protesting that? What's Gibbs White on about? Protest? And it hits his shins and goes out. What are you whining about? I'm trying to listen. So
no, it went back down and it hit Ogonkwo. It hit Ogonkwo's cleat. So.
Oh, so he was just arguing for the corner.
Yeah, he was right, actually. First time their complaining was legit.
It was legitimate?
Yeah.
Dobson dances around his man and maintains possession. He just looks slow sometimes, and then he just does the turn anyway. Man, the jitterbug. Holy cow. Run, stab. Rathbone with it. Is he going to give it to Broadhead and let him find what he does? Broadhead looking, searching, going to drag past. Shot! Big save by Sells. Opportunity there. Rathbone, I don't know if he could have led him with a pass any better than that, given the man that was there, but he put him in a position with not the best of an angle for a shot. Broadhead certainly taken the opportunity to see what he could do with it. Could he have got it around his man a little bit inside more? I don't know what would have been there. I don't think so. That's about as good as he could have done.
Broadhead showing his skill, man.
Woo. Absolutely. And you know what? Broadhead did better than I thought. That was one of those, in hockey, we would call that toe drag. He toe dragged that with his foot, that curl, and brought it forward for the shot.
He abused that defender.
It's been a running thread. No, we didn't miss a penalty kick. We just missed a great opportunity. We take a short corner here, and it's out to Rathbone. Right footer, too heavy, too high, out of play. It was a Smith pass over on the left-hand side to Broadhead. Broadhead reached out with the right foot, dragged it past the defender. Defender's sitting there with his hands in his pockets and his underwire around his knees. And then left foot, but Sells was able to come out and get it. As Thomason coming in, Kakache taking a break. You know what? I will give him a B grade. He scored the goal. He didn't, other than that, and he had one play taken away from him. It was a good one where he came around the line and saved it. Other than that, pretty silent. But not the worst of performances. And given him that it's been a while since he's come into it. 60th minute sub by Phil Parkinson. Ask the questions. John, Ollie, he can't score every time. Yes, he can. Yes, he damn well can. Hot diggity dog. Back underway. 60 minutes, 10 seconds, by the way, just to check the clock. 60 minutes, 15. Mistouched, mishandled by Nottingham Forest. And it's going to be a throw-in for us 40 yards away from goal. And Rathbone taking his time. Mishandled by Dobson and given away. Just say the Kakache goal on Disney Plus is off the defender's foot. Is that? No, Dave, the way that they call own goals is whether it was substantively deflected. And how do they define substantively deflected is both as to the scope as well and location of where the defender was, as well as asking the question of would the ball have gone potentially into the net if not for the deflection. And that one being all the way out there, that was a deflection. It was on target. It could have gone in. They will just give that and maintain that for Kakache. So I had to look that one in. And John just saying slight deflection going in anyway. That's the assessment from the powers that be. Long ball, great touch there. Was that Gibbs White who stole that one? He's working his tail off, and it wasn't. It was 14, whoever that was. And it's now Nottingham Forest with it. Williams, the defender that came in as the sub. It was Endoy who made the great play to maintain possession on that one, and he draws it back. Dominguez, right side, too heavy, and nothing there. Endoy, Dominguez, nothing. Wrexham fans, echo. Man, that sweater is sexy. That Ryan's got on. It's like what you, I guess, almost like that high school prep senior thing, logo in the middle, white collar. John Lane would like to formally apologize to Brody. He's fitting into that spot beautifully and doing fantastic. I don't care if he doesn't score all the time. Scar, that's going to be a foul there. Probably a yellow. No yellow. Okay, I'll take it. It was one of those ones where there was an opportunity for a break, and Dobson, professional foul, ran in front of his man, pulls the shoulders out, trips him up on the heels. I think because there was no way he was going to get to that ball in any event.
No,
but
there
it
wasn't.
Nottingham Forest. Oh, nice curl around play in danger. Cut back pass, far post. Header. Scores. Yeah. Signaled goal. That went in. We've got ourselves a game, lads and lasses. We've got ourselves a game. Let down over on the left-hand side defensively and just on the burner in. And that cut back pass got to Jesus and it went post, line, did it cross. Yeah, he just outworked Chaim and decided Jesus was going to go and get that. Nobody else went up. Not a single red jersey goes up. Chaim just throws his bum out and tries to knock Jesus down. But that's Chaim's error. And instead of going up for it, he just didn't want it enough. Well, game on.
It's a hell of a good try by Doyle. Almost got to
on the in the net, clear from the header. Yeah, I'm with you. But this is the danger of us doing the sit back thing, right? Is we had the opportunity to put them at the death, and then we came out and they decided to push forward. I wouldn't say the subs have been doing anything necessarily good. It's just we've been comfortable sitting back.
I think they should have brought in Windass and O'Brien and pushed harder.
Opportunity here. Smith, he's got a touch. Nobody there. Well cut off by Morato and Cunho. So Smith has to lay up. He moves it forward to Broadhead. Thomas in there doesn't take it. Right foot, Broadhead. He didn't see. That was the sub coming in that snuck in and stole that one in Dominguez. But we got the ball again. Broadhead looking for a cross. It's smashed off a body. And here comes Forest on a rare counter-attack opportunity. But they're going to slow it down, allowing us to go back and get to it. Playing advantage, still playing advantage. Man, that guy's a patsy. Oh, no. Uh-oh. Into the area. Oh, Gonko, big save. Dangerous with the push and the shove in the box by Doyle. I think that was a little unnecessary. And then a stab there from Morato on Smith. And we'll take a free kick to settle it down. Just one of those ones where you make that push on the defender or on the attacker, does Doyle on that far post, and you think, if he flops, does he get it? Because he's away and clear. Oh, that was Thomason with the push. But try to cut back pass, and it goes to Ogonk when it gets cleared. Smith, oh yeah, a straight shot to the knee by Morato. Julia, bloody hell. I hear you. It's on. I'm going to need another bevy or 5. Forget work. I'm joking. Windass standing. Making his way out. LOB going as well. O'Brien, missed handle there, and here they come. Louise advances it forward. Gibbs White, right-hand side. Oh, well touched, but I thought it was going to go out. Thomason's able to knock it out. It's going to be a throw-in, and that was well done by, was that Endoy over there to maintain possession of it? Savanaugh, he stepped all the way forward. If not Forrest leaning on us, Louise is going to go back to the right-hand side. Oh, dodged around Thomas, and it's into the area. Jesus, skipped, and Ogonko has to collect and catch. To give Parkey credit, we've said not subs early enough, and he's read the room. Brendan obviously read the room earlier, so we'll give really the credit to Brendan. He said, I need to see O'Brien and Windass, and the message got from the Red Horde to Parkey, and the subs are now coming. So thank you, Brendan, for doing that for us.
Yeah, I do my best coaching from on my ass at home.
Ogonko, good take on that one. Slow it down a little bit. And then what was that? Just gives them possession. For all the stuff you did, then you just give it away. Why? Why? God. Morato with it, 32 yards out, just creeping forward. Draws it back. Louise has it, left-hand side. Williams dancing back to Louise. Gets the return pass into the box. Dangerous. Gibbs White takes the flop. He's going to protest, but instead, right footer. And that might go for a corner. Did that go straight out from Dominguez, or did that take a deflection? No real complaints, and we'll get our subs. Windass and O'Brien. Oxford ties it up. Broadhead, really?
We're bringing on some serious quality here. I mean, this is going to help.
And they've made a sub as well. Rathbone. I don't know if I would have done that. I would have opted for a Sheaf or a Dobson replacement myself and left one of them up forward to continue working with Smith and brought the other one in. And to me, probably Windass up front.
In a perfect world, those guys are busting ass, though. I mean, Broadhead's been killing himself, so is Rathbone. So they're running out of gas.
Yeah, fair enough. And they have all the biometrics as well to be able to figure that all out. Is we're going to get possession here with Hyam in the back, and he's just going to right foot thump it down the middle of the pitch. And it's going to go all the way to Sells after a header and flip forward to Savanaugh. Why does Windass look like he couldn't decide between Rob's brother from the shot they gave us of him waiting to be subbed in? 20 minutes. Sheaf just gets beat there. That's Louise, I believe, is at 12 on the left-hand side. Into their new sub, and I don't know who he came in for. But that's Hudson Odoi. That name rings a bell. Where was Hudson Odoi prior to this year? Into the box, cleared away, Lewis O'Brien. Hudson Odoi, where was he? Charlton Athletic? That's where he started. No, he was in Bayern, Chelsea and Bayern. His youth career was in Charlton. Does he have a brother? He came in for Endoy. Endoy had flashes, but wasn't really that impressive. Better offensively than defensively, but didn't really show off to me as it's Morato with it. Morato, Cuno, right-hand side, Savanaugh. Pushed forward. Heavy ball back. Collected. Louise has it, middle of the pitch. He's going to go back to the right-hand side. Lots of red jerseys back as we're just turtling up and letting them come at us as Gibbs White now has it. The captain directing traffic, moves it forward. Cross is going to come. Nope, Savanaugh holds up and instead draws it back. Hutchinson. And an opportunity here. 2-on-2. Windass busted it to make it 3-on-2. Smith. Oh, it was a great pass, and Smith couldn't get it. If he did, he was cutting in between Morato and Cuno, but instead it's going to come the other way. Bugger. Williams to the new sub, Odoi. Back to Williams. He's searching in the middle of the pitch and draws it over to the right-hand side. Savanaugh stepped forward. Advances it, taking on Thomason. Two men out there, and it's going to come back. Williams all the way over from the left side over to the right to give support to Savagnon. Now he retreats. Thomason out defensively, curls him back, and it's going to be Williams in the middle of the pitch over to the left-hand side. Ruiz. Push it forward. Gibbs White takes a flop. Ref says no, and away we go. Windass holds up for a second, just long enough to get it to Longman. He's just going to cut on Williams and go through the middle of the pitch. He's got Smith on a run, but the pass. Smith going to be able to maintain it? He does. If that pass was a little lighter, we could have got him on the first foray going forward, but instead Smith has to run and collect it. Dobson with it, gets it out wide. Windass there, looking for a cross, smashes it off the defender's face, and O'Doy can't get to it. Windass collects, pushing the back. Free kick. I like this. Hey, G. You know what? It was brilliant through the first half. Well, not the first half. There's about 5 minutes in the first half that was absolutely sexy. And the second half has been too much turtle and not enough go forward, but things look a little bit better here as Brendan will be happy to know that Dobson is the man responsible for putting this pass into the box. Right-footed. Red kit everywhere.
Look, I don't like
far
that
post.
distance to go.
Header scores! Hyam! That was sexy. We will eat our words, Mr. Dobson. Just a little bit of criticism goes a long way. Apparently, as we say, you can't pass for stuff. Serves it up on a platter for Hyam on a dive to header, and we're up 3-1, baby, is completely against the run of play in the second half. Hyam runs up, and that was sexy. That pass, we ate our words, Brendan.
Yum, 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 yum.
Watch this. This is gorgeous. This is the best pass, best service he's provided. Ooh, he's close to offside, but no VAR and headed. Gorgeous. Oh man, like just. That makes up for the play on the other end where he didn't want it bad enough and Jesus went up and got it. Here, he just outworked, and I'm looking for the number desperately, Jesus, the goal scorer. The exact same party who matched him the other end, who got his goal because he outworked Hyam, got outworked and gave up the goal on the other end. 3-1 to the good. 15 minutes plus added to go. Here comes the counter punch. Nottingham Forest gets around Thomason. Danger with a cutback pass option. And there's the cutback pass. And O'Doy scores. 2-3. You can see it. You can see it. Thomason got abused over on the corner. And it came around the other way. And then it came and we had an opportunity to clear. You miss it. And Colin O'Doy just goes and steps forward. And not the best shot, to be completely fair. He missed it and muffed it. But it just rolls in and trickles in on the right-hand side. 3-2. Dobson and Doyle would have liked to have had a better opportunity on that back pass. Doyle was right there and stabbed at it and missed it. You got to knock back that cutback. And more importantly, round of applause for Terry Orth. I don't know who Terry is, and I did not hear the story. 75. National team member, Wales leads. No, Woody. Stop. And if you're foreshadowing something and spoiling something, I'll be mad. If you're just prognosticating because you're putting the reverse jinx on, then go ahead. Long ball forward. Jesus here. I hope you're not ahead of things. I'll get mad if this goes in.
No, you're pretty far ahead. You're at least 15 seconds
Shot
ahead.
Ogonko makes a save. Whew.
You're 15 seconds ahead of the ESPN Plus.
Oh, am I?
Yeah.
Long ball advanced forward, left-hand side. Smith can't get to it. It rolls out. Just keep it in the pitch, can we? At least ask the question. God. 13 minutes. Where's our pucker meter at? 8 out of 10? We need a sound effect with an advancing graphic.
Well, as you say that, you're making that noise, and there's a guy clenching his butt on the screen with you. So
awesome. Holy, Ryan Longman, 3-on-1. He's not able to maintain it at the end, and here they come forward again. Nottingham Forest, disrupted ball. Well collected. Sheaf and O'Brien, LOB now on the run. Smith and Windass with them. It's lots of white jerseys back, so just hold it up. Well done, Smith. Little juke and shake and bake, and he draws it back. Sheaf, he's looking for numbers. He's going to put it forward to Windass, who's just in the edge of the area. Cut back pass, looking for Smith. Too high for the header, but it's down for Longman. Heavy touch, left foot. Big save. Sells. Wow, Travis, you're more confident than I am. I might like a full-on 7 here right now. And that's only because we got the relief of this opportunity here from Longman with left footer, but we'll take it. Sheaf.
We looked like a legit team, don't we? We didn't get a couple of tries at this. We're threatening on the regular here.
Defensively, I don't like our Doyle just got worked. And now it's opportunity and left foot, and it'll go for a corner. Thank you, Dobson, for getting your foot on that one. That one was necessary. Hutchinson just steps Doyle in too much space, and then Dobson gets in front of it and saves the day. And so we'll deal with a corner here from it should be the left-hand side. It is. As Rodriguez is going to take it right-footed in swinger. Pucker meter moves up a level to 8. Lots of bodies in the box. Flat, 6 foot, scooped away. LOB, time to clear, and Dobson's going to go on a run. That awkward schoolboy meander all the way out to midfield and loses the battle, but scramble play framed up well, and Doyle collects. Look down the pitch. Get it to Smith. Well done by Smith. Got the header of too heavy on Murado. See, that's a perfectly emblematic of what I was talking about at the half, is the bigger body, and he just reads it well enough to know where to go and what angle to take to be able to just knock it a little bit further to continue the chase. I thought that was dead in the water, and he was just going to give the ball away. But 10 minutes plus added time, away we go. The crowd has gone quiet. It's nervy in the Kairos. People want this one. You can tell. It's there's not a lot of
the
buzz.
Outcome of this is, Nottingham Forest is not going to think we're shit.
Nope. Windass moved forward. Smith, left-hand side. 9 yards, 8 yards. Nobody really in the box, so it's going to hold up for support. Sheaf, he's not going to take it. He's going to draw it back. Well, that's probably the right decision with a 3-2 lead. You've got all the white kit running back, and they're in the box, and now you'll try to break them down the long way. Comes back out, Sheaf gives it back to Thomas, and he can't control it and flicks it on, and that should have been better than that as far as maintaining control, and it's Jesus with it now. O'Doy, left-hand side. Longman comes back, pass around, and that's Williams over on the left-hand side. Nico on the run, 20 yards, 18 yards, red jerseys pouring back into the box, draws himself out and decides to put the switch on over to the right-hand side. Well done. Flicked on by Thomason, but it doesn't go out. 9 minutes plus added time. The nerves increasing, cross into the box, far post, too heavy. O'Doy can't get to it, but the clear isn't a good one, and it's knocked down. Danger in the area, left foot. Somebody, and it's flicked away and cleared out of the area, but not too far. Right foot, put back in, blocked down again, step in front. Thought there might have been a handball there. Shout from the crowd, and I think they have an opportunity. They have a reason to shout as that's headed out, and it's going to go for a goal kick. Watch this. I want to see the replay to see if there was a handball there from, I believe it was Sheaf over on the left-hand side.
I think that was O'Brien, and it was weak though. His hand was down. Yeah,
down and close to being in a normal position, but it hit the ball. It was one of those ones where it's down in like 3 inches.
I don't know that it made much of a difference.
No, I'm with you.
So I think it's just a bunch of fucking whiners.
Consternation. M's like, this is nerve-wracking AF. 8 minutes plus added time. Possession. Notts Forest. Dominguez going to go down the right-hand side this time. Savanaugh advances it forward. Jesus stabs it, can't get to it, and Dominguez is going to come over and collect. Gives it away. Windass with Smith. It's a 2-on-2 with white jerseys chasing. Have a crack at this one. Windass, do your thing. Nope, he's going to hold it up, settle it down, and now we recycle. Windass still looking. Right foot. No, he's going to give it up. Sheaf now. He's going to have a look, dancing. Leaves it there, and he's nicked. The thing we can't do is just give up possession there. And well done, Hyam, gambling dangerous, but makes the right decision and just steals out an extra possession. Woo-wee. Is it really a Wrexham game if it doesn't give you palpitations? As Wigan goes up 1-0 on PNE. Settling. This is composure. Long ball. Smith is offside, isn't he? Yeah. Smith, you can't do that, man. You can't do that. We have possession. You're taking the ball. It's your job to take out seconds, and you were 2 feet offside. Come on. Dominguez now looking still on Forest side of the half. They cross the center line looking. That's a heavy pass and easily collected there. And well done getting it to Longman from Hyam, and goes back to Scar, back to Hyam. Just keep possession, throw it down the pitch, put it into possession. Smith is going to flick it on. Windass is going to get there. Stab it forward to Smith, and we've still got opportunity here. Playing it on for Windass is a nice little curl around interplay between those two. Cut back pass coming, corner, cross, far post there. Thomas, no, Sheaf couldn't get high enough, and LOB's sitting there staring at him being like, I'm right here, man. I'm right here as we're up to 6 minutes plus added time. No injury time on this one, but we've had 3 goals. So you should say 2 minutes of added time, but given that it's FA Cup and they like the drama at the end, it'll be something stupid like 4 or 5 minutes. I'm right in that, correct? There's been no injury no injury time?
No.
I don't recall anything.
No, they'll probably give us 4 minutes.
I guess an extra sub, but that's what I was thinking. Wow, that was a free giveaway. Savanaugh just puts his right foot into it and clears it to the sky, and nowhere threatening at all. Motion, we're shagging all the sheep. Why is this not? I need a reload on my chat bubble. Went off to book a hotel in Monterey and come back to 3-2. Dave, you're missing out on things, man. It's been mass chaos. Let's down defensively, opportunities going forward, and now we're trying to hold on with 5 minutes plus added time.
We don't look like we're trying to hold on. Don't make it sound like we're parking the bus and looking like shit.
Oh, Windass ekes out an opportunity as Murado got twisted and lost that one. It's to Dobson. He's got Longman to the right. He's going to flick it. Why? Oh, I said why? And there's this yell there from Sam Smith saying he got pushed on the go forward. I don't know if that was too late if he would have got to it, but entertaining anyway. Finish them.
Yeah, Sam Smith got a shove there.
He did. Was the ball playable? Doesn't matter. Williams, left-hand side, 18 yards out, moves it forward, right footer. Dobson makes the dive, still with him. Lots of common possession, just setting it up as it goes out to Calamadoy, entered into the box, handed straight up in the air. We got to get to it. Gibbs White does instead, but it goes deflection and bounces out. Now Dobson going to run and settle it down. He's going to chip it up, leave it there for O'Brien to run onto. O'Brien, he gets grabbed, and that's going to be a yellow on Hutchinson. Daft thing to do by Hutchinson. Right onto the bicep and a left foot into the cleats. And O'Brien says, I'll take the professional foul and go for an extra fall over top of the ball. And he swims his way until a minute up. Dobson got up looking embarrassed as all get out. Sorry, RKO. I'm assuming there's a typo on that one. These minutes to kill time brought to you by Omari Hutchinson. And he made the good play there, actually, to stick his foot out and eke the possession right back. So an extra 20 seconds is all we got. And well done, O'Brien. Goes and ekes it out. Windass not able to get to it. And there's a foul there and a yellow card. Louise. I thought he got there with enough time that he was laying on the ground, but I guess he's. If that was the other way, I would have been yes, free kick, but I would have been frustrated with him getting in the car.
You can't leave your legs there.
No, but where did they go? He dove. He's on the ground. He can't get up. He literally sat there. You could have done a 2 count.
Did he lift them?
2 Mississippi. I don't think he lifted them, but I'd have to watch the replay. But I think he was just laying there. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, gets clattered into, and then there's a yellow card. Subs coming in by them, which is great. Take a little bit of added time, and Dobson standing on the ball, 35 yards out. James McLean as Sheaf taking the slow walk. So that'll move Thomason into the middle of the pitch. Did Sheaf just tell him to fuck off? Or just finish this the fuck off? Is that what he said? I don't. All I saw was the clear reading the lips of the FO. That's how you fired James McLean on, is you swear at him as he's subbing in. He does not look happy.
Get him riled and up.
Yeah. Slap him a couple of times. Tap him in the junk. 2 minutes plus added time as Dobson enters it in. Going to go far post. Would you ever run that to the corner?
I'm behind you by. It hasn't happened yet. So.
Okay, well, when you get there, let me know. Even any free kick from 35 yards out, 3-2, minute and a half left, 2 minutes left plus added time.
I think you
take your stab and you see what happens.
I take a stab at that, but otherwise, yes. Everything else, yes, unless you have numbers on the breakaway. On a set play, go for it.
Morato has it their side of half. Minute plus added time forward. Gibbs White, the captain, over to the right-hand side. Savanaugh, he's going to collect it. Pitch it forward. Kalamadoy is wide open in the box. Shot! Scores. 3-3. Fuck. 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 You saw that the whole way coming down the pitch. This Kalamadoy kid's eating us up. And that's... You saw that just over to the right-hand side, and you just saw Kalamadoy wide open, middle of the pitch. Thomason screaming at him. Doyle misses him. Chest, right foot, corner of the net. Bang. Easy as. Chest, foot, ball.
What the
and so that's Doyle. Thomason, you could see pointing. So either Thomason blew it and didn't read it and should have been there with him.
I don't know. I think that's
But he's screaming, going, he's there, he's there, he's there. Opportunity for us is now we go forward looking for the counter punch as Dobson's there. A minute plus added time. Reminder, we play. Oh, it's there! Windass! What? No! Wide open in the middle, and he missed it. The birthday boy. Longman there, wide open. How do you not get to that, my friend? And that's in the back of the net for sure. Head, he went for the leg and he missed it. Fucking hell.
All he had to do was head that. Just
Head
bend
that,
over.
get anything on it, and it's in the back of the net. He could have blown on it. Right-footed in-swinger Dobson, find something here. Let's just put it to bed, headed up over top of the net by Scar.
No, we need that
I
exciting
thought that was Scar.
5 penalty shots.
So as a reminder, there will be added time. They'll play, and no golden goal. They'll play the full 15-15, I believe it is. Fucking hell.
5
McLean,
minutes.
left-footed, in-swinger, far post, a dangerous territory. Sells, well done. Maybe it Sells is down. Fans think he's time wasting. I don't think that was. That was an awkward. That was like a windmill swing to get that ball out and collide with a body on the way back. Well done by O'Doy, though. Chest, volley, goal. Like from behind. And he even looked. Chest, has a look at Ogonkwo, and then right foots it. Give the man some credit.
Yeah, that was a lot of skill there. By the way, that was it didn't turn out to be anything, but that was McLean doing his thing with the set plays. That was good service.
Yeah. No complaints from me. And now you've taken broadhead, and I mean, you can't go through them and ride them for the full 90 plus, but we've taken our weapons out. You have to think, wow, Windass, the birthday boy. I would have bet on him getting something on that.
Well, Windass should have had that header, and Smith had 2 gimmies. So
Dobson trying from 30 yards out, 27 yards out. Ryan's having a heart attack now. He's had to walk away from things instead of facing away from the match. 5 added. Oh, that puts a damper on things, doesn't it? Callum O'Doy, the kick there from Scar, just a giveaway. 2 minutes left. $30 extra to enjoy this one, I guess. Is that the upside? And potentially more?
Do we have the right guys in for penalties? Windass, yes.
O'Brien. Well, we got to wait 30 minutes. Callum O'Doy looking to answer the question and put this to bed now, but instead Thomason steps over top. O'Brien not there. Dobson's going to try and stab and look for Sam Smith. He's going to flick it on. Flicked on, but too heavy and couldn't get up there with the pace. So it's going to be a throw-in for Nottingham Forest. Minute and a half. Headed down. Thomason advances forward. Nice little play with O'Brien to get the ball back, and it's now Longman over on the right-hand side. It's just Windass and Smith in the box. Windass trying to chip for Smith and couldn't get there. Smith setting back, and he lifts his leg as though he might have hurt something there. Dobson. Yeah, he's holding now his leg. Windass, he's got O'Brien. He's going to go far side. McLean now going to collect that. Savanaugh out there. McLean taking on Savanaugh towards the line. Too predictable. Well, should get a throw in. There's lessons in it for sure. I don't want just lessons, though. I want another round. Give it to me. O'Brien with Savanaugh on him. He's got McLean behind. Gets it to him. McLean fakes the delivery. Doesn't give it. He's going to draw it back. Scar with it. 15 seconds. Got to move it forward if we're going to take the chance. Hyam. Stab forward. At the death. Can we do something? Excuse free. Dobson with an opportunity. Windass! Deflect, and skips past, and Sells is able to grab it, and that'll be the half. And we're going to go to added time, and I need the facilities. Bugger, 3-3. I'm going to go and do that and come back if you want to give your thoughts on that half, and then we'll go through the stats if we have time. I don't know how long the break is going to be. Sound good?
Sounds good. Oh, could have won it in regular time, but if we were to win it here in penalties and all this added pressure and tension and excitement, I don't know, that might be a better way to go. Could have had 6 goals here. People were saying earlier we would definitely need better strikers if we want to do well, and not everyone agreed with that. I think our strikers are pretty decent. Again, I would say midfield and 1 defense. I think Shaun and I, when we called it out earlier, that's kind of held true to what we were seeing out there. Another Scar mistake. So, John, you and I agreed. Shaun didn't seem to think it was Scar's fault, and I did think it was Scar's fault. Doyle had to go out in case the man got beat. Doyle needed to be out there. And Scar watched the guy cut across him and create space, and then was too slow to get there. So I agree with you. It was definitely Scar struggles sometimes, especially when he has to move a lot. And I think that was on him.
maybe shelled up a little bit more than I would have liked. But we've been on it against a quality side and quality players. For them, they'll be happy that their B squad has gone out there and was able to take on a B plus championship team and find a way to come back. Like everybody right now is sitting there comfortable with what they've seen on the pitch. So now the only question that's left is what's better than comfort is taking the damn win and moving on to the fourth round. That's what's left to get done here. I'm frustrated on high. I'm getting a little lazy on that on that cutback pass and Jesus getting it. I'm frustrated with Doyle and or Scar not picking up Callum Odoi on the delivery. His name is familiar. I went quickly to he's been with them for 78 games, but he's the younger brother of non-league Bradley Hudson-Odoi. Bradley Hudson-Odoi played for Woking and Wealdstone, but that was before the takeover. Okay, well then it's not who I thought. He has a younger brother, Hudson-Odoi, but
I've heard the name before.
Yeah. But it's just disappointing. Like the cutback pass with it, he right-footed off the heel and muffed it in. Doyle so close, and I don't think you can necessarily blame him. He just missed it, but he's just finding soft space in the box, and we don't have an answer for it.
Yeah, again, you don't get called a crappy team for it. Like we didn't park the bus and take it to penalties and try to win this, right? Like we went out and put 3 on the board against them.
Barney's in.
Oh, I didn't realize we played extra time.
Oh no, I said 15 minutes and no golden goal. It's not scoring, it's over. They're going to play 15-15 both ways. So Barney's in for Longman. So who's left on the bench then? If we're going to be going through that, they've got Murillo a defender, Milenkovic a defender, and Abbott a defender. So they've got no more ponies to bring up front. We've got Harry Ashfield, Jay Rodriguez, and now we brought Barnett in. And I believe we'll have an extra window or one extra sub during these halves.
Call it out.
And we're underway. Sorry, I'll give you the numbers here. It's just moved forward and on the left-hand side as it's Callum Odoi knocks it back. We're 10 seconds right now. 12 seconds, 13 seconds, 15 seconds. And Nottingham Forest puts it forward. It's headed back, and we're playing ping pong across the midfield stripe before Knotts settles it down. Oh, saying Knotts makes me throw up in my mouth a little bit, so I'm going to just stay with Nottingham Forest. It's Murado over to the left-hand side. Callum Odoi, they're all playing around the midfield stripe with nothing moving forward as of yet, so they'll do the switch for Cunho. Smith running up, trying to nick it. Can't get it. Savana, right-hand side, kicked forward. Thomason almost had a chance to sneak in there and pick his pocket, but he doesn't get to it. Doyle trying to nick the pocket of Jesus, can't get to it, and Savana settles it down. Switch, left-hand side, and I believe it's 15-minute halves. If I've got it right, feel free to correct me if you know different in the box. And then after that, if still tied, we're going to go to kicks. Callum Odoi. Savona, right-hand side. Jesus now 12 yards out. McLean and O'Brien out there staring at him. He's going to move it forward. It's a right-hand switch. Open header. Blocked. And that's a sub for them. Missed his name on the back of his jersey. Awani. That was the sub that came in the 88th minute when we brought in McLean. He came in. Birthday boy with redemption. It's going to be a Barney cross that's going to find Windass, and that'll be the finisher, yeah?
Fine by me.
Yeah, we'll take it. As long as it goes behind the net with the guy with the bright blue kit on, then I don't care one way or the other. As Dominguez has the ball, and right now it's all possession, Nottingham Forest, and moves it over to the left-hand side. Dancing, Gibbs White, who has it. He's been really good since he's come in. Moves it over to Jesus. He's got Savin out of the left. Instead, he's going to try to fake out O'Brien. Not able to do it, or that was LOB. Far post, push in the back. Free kick to us. Jesus. We're on track for a 5-5 result. God, can you imagine scoring one early, thinking, hey, we put it to bed 4-3, and then going through the same nonsense? God. No real sense of urgency. Like everything just seems so calm. Like we're watching a Sunday. The crowd's quiet, both sides nervous. Smith not able to get to that. It's headed backwards by Nottingham Forest, and Sells is going to collect it as that delivery from Ogonkwo just effectively gives away possession with no real opportunity to maintain it. Sells puts it into the mixer, and it's going to go back to Hyam. He's going to go back to Ogonkwo, right foot, and deliver it into the middle of the pitch. Handled well there by Cunho. Hutchinson. Williamson skewed out to the left-hand side. Callum Adoy has a touch, pulled forward, into the box, and Ogonkwo has to go out and grab and collect that as he's got, man, I can't pronounce his name. Awoniyi on the far post. Smith, can't get. He's just exhausted. There was no leap in that one sort of half-hearted attempt to try and maintain possession, so we just give it. Right now, it's been 4 minutes of possession in our half. Scooped over to the right-hand side. We just don't seem to be after it. Shot, blocked, 22-yard out. Dominguez gets it back over to Callum Adoy, who I'm glad's on the outside and not available to take that header as it skips through and it's danced, and they'll take the corner on the right-hand side. Trouble. Doyle just touched it and left there. Hutchinson, left-footed in-swinger from the right-hand side in front of the Cop end. They wait to put in pilings. Ogonkwo punched away. Shoulder on the back to be able to get that one, but anyway, they let it go, and Windass able to maintain possession, and McLean's going to do a chip and nowhere close to anybody in red. So Nottingham Forest comes back at us again. We've lost the plot, and this was something that we saw a little bit of problems with in the first half, but haven't seen it since, as McLean just completely misses Hutchinson there, but Thomason able to get it, and then a missed pass. Fuck. Trouble here. Callum Adoy spinning. Barney out, stepping forward to him, 22 yards out. Pulled back in. Jesus over to Gibbs White. Back. Dominguez. Callum Adoy just kick about 18, 20 yards out in a circle as they're waiting for opportunities. Callum Adoy with Dobson on him. He's going to move it over left-hand side. Barney stepping forward. Dominguez. Windass comes back on him. Callum Adoy. The delay to Savinaw. The switch is on. Hutchinson. Stabbed up in the air. Missed. Windass, why are you lying on the ground? You just missed the ball and took a fall. Hutchinson, cut back pass, far post. Nothing there. Goal kick given. It's quite possible, night frequency. I'm not going to say it's not, but I'd love to see a little fire and brimstone here for the last little bit. I mean, there's no reason not to go after it now. Is Savona comes out for Malona? Murillo. How about a Nico Williams own goal to move Wrexham on? We'll take that one, won't we? Wrexham lad helps us out. Halfway through the first half of extra time, and it's O'Brien who tries to get it forward to Windass and can't do it. And we've got somebody on the deck. Callum Adoy with the ball steps forward. Awanayi. Williams now, right hand side. Come on, Hutchinson. Turn this the other way. I want to see opportunity and pressure, not just holding out. Is that one too heavy, too high, and it's going to go out? Nobody's really going after it. Is this just to save some energy and try and get to the second half and see what happens? Smith still on the deck. Rodriguez. It's too bad. I would have liked to have seen Smith stay on just because you've got to worry about kicks, right? Well, J-Rod, do a thing here, sir. Just watching the highlights to see if something happened. Oh, I just rolled the ankle a little bit. Came down awkwardly. I think he just rolled it. He came down funny on the right side of his right ankle. But it does look like he's grabbing the other. No, he's grabbing the right side. Yeah, we don't need the perfect storm to be competitive. The question just is will we be as Rodriguez makes his way out? The chat has gone quiet. Everybody's sort of despondent and in disbelief, I'm guessing, as Dobson marches instructions to J-Rod. And Ogonkwo gets us underway. A long time taken on that one, so that'll probably add a minute or two to added time. I think there's a desire to, then that'll work for me as that's cleared out, and we'll get a throw in. Hey, this might be our first opportunity with some real possession in their half since the added time has come into play. Throws it. That's a lot of McLean. There's 4 white jerseys around McLean, and he throws it into the box. I'm sure he got it to him, but that's a little bit ugly, and we'll take a throw in because of a missed wild overhead kick. And McLean just gets it into Doyle. Thomason, Doyle, Rodriguez missed first touch, but is he able to maintain it? No, can't do it. Thomason over there trying to eke out extra, and he does. Thomason over to the right-hand side. Rodriguez, have you not kicked a ball in 6 months? Just back heels it into the opposing player, but another giveaway, and it's going to go right-hand side. I called Barney to Windass, and here's the delivery. No, it doesn't get there. Damn it. Barney again dances on his man. Lots of space here for a cross. Well done by the defender to go back and eke out the corner, and well done by Barney to be able to get himself 2 extra stabs on the corner. And I thought that first one was a good one. And we'll take James McLean, left-footed in-swinger from the right-hand side, looking to go ahead and go up in extra time. Julie, you'd think you were English saying stuff like that, because I know it's usually the English who hate the penalties because of the World Cup problems. 6-yard box, forward. Oh, and it was advanced on by Scar and missed by like a foot and a half. To be fair, when he got that off the head, I was like, that's not close. And then it ended up being closer than I thought. Oh, yeah, no, the angle just wasn't right. Straight 90 degrees and couldn't get it back towards goal. And so it just harmlessly goes out. We are in added time 3-3. 111 minutes has been played so far, and we're waiting to potentially find a goal in added or to go to penalties, Denise. So you're going to be listening desperately. Go ahead. pushing it forward off of your dome instead of off of the side of your head, maybe. But you've got to try and get force on the ball. Remember, if it was coming with more pace, maybe you can get it back. I just think, or you're looking to pass it forward. I think making a heavy attempt on net from that angle, you're looking to just kind of deflect it and advance it on. All right. Williams looking to hurt the side representing where he's from, but instead it's given away. Nice work by Dobson, but it sends Barney back on the back pass, and we're going to have to collect and see what happens. Hudson-Odoi goes out there, and so it's a long ball. I would have liked a little bit more possession out of that one, and Windass has to go and try and do some work to maintain possession and can't. Cunho with it. Going to be 2 minutes plus added time. Nico. Was that Nico who just did that dance? Uh-oh. Guess who? Callum Odoi takes it into the box, but it's not going to do anything with it. It's going to go back out. Right foot, not going to take it, just running along the outside of the box before he slides it over to Nico Williams. Big save, Ogonkwo. Straight at him. There's will be a corner over to the right-hand side. Bullet, heavy, but not well targeted by Williams and just deflected straight up in the air by Ogonkwo. Brad, Wrexham doing well versus a Premier League time. Not a good Premier League side, but this is a good training for next year after they win the playoffs. I'm all for it. As Gibbs White, the captain, going to do a right-footed in-swinger from the left-hand side. Minute and a half left on the first foray of added time, and then we'll switch sides and do it right away and potentially get the kicks. Flicked on, cleared, but not far enough, and Nico Williams is just going to bump it back, and Barney's out there on the chase as it comes back to Williams. Right foot, not really the best entry. Windass advances it forward. Rodriguez gets it. Oh, that wasn't Windass with the first touch. Sorry, it was Thomason. But McLean has it anyway. Oh, do a thing, McLean. He's framed out and not liking it, so he's just going to try and scoop it over, and Rodriguez... Rodriguez just looks like he doesn't know where he's supposed to be. He's completely lost out there. Doyle tired, misses that one, and just shivs it off the right side of his foot and goes for a throw. And then that's got to be an illegal throw, no? Miss has to be foul throw, but not given. Just accident, thrown it up in the air, and away it went. And so he's just getting us to the half here. How much out of time do we have from the Smith injury? 1 minute extra in the first period of extra time. McLean draws it back. Have a run, you guys. A minute. Punch him in the mouth. Doyle misses the pass. Doyle's cooked. Doyle is cooked. That's two bad passes, and opportunity, 22 yards, 18 yards, cross there, just misses short side as Hudson-Odoi. Opportunistic, like it's just sleeper, and all of a sudden you see number 7 with the ball doing some crazy play moving forward. You know he's lost not just because of we think he should be somewhere else or doing a certain thing, but also because after it's done, he's got his hands up going, what? Like he's completely out of it up front, which means he's going to find the penalty, the winner to win it on pens. I'll be honest, I don't like our chances on pens. For as amazing as Ogonkwo is as a shot stopper, he is well under the average in penalty kicks. And so if we're going to take this, we need a goal in the next 15. Or it's going to be some crazy situation where it's like a 9-8, everybody scores final. Halftime of the extra time, and that's it. Windass, Barney, O'Brien, Rodriguez, Thomason. I mean, we could roll that. We could roll the die. Do we put O'Brien in? I guess that's the name that I maybe Doyle instead of O'Brien. And I only say that because O'Brien's been weird. He's been weird. I haven't looked up Sells PK stats to find out what he's like, but Matt Sells 33. He's been in stuff like this before. Matt Sells, FB ref. Matt Sells. Penalty kicks. Yeah. 48 pens during games he's faced. So this doesn't count the cup extra, go around. 41 penalty Windass searching for his birthday goal, but it gets stabbed away by Sells. Sorry, I missed the excitement of that one. We got to pick my head up to the roar of the crowd. But an opportunity there. And there have been other opportunities. Smith late in the first half with the breakaway opportunity. This could be 4-3, 5-3 either way, and I don't think anybody would really complain. At the end of the day, 6 penalty kill saves off of 48 shots, which is 12.8%, which is a little bit. It's about the same as Algonquin, to be completely frank. Murillo the sub to O'Doy, right-hand side, Hutchinson. He's got McLean and Thomason out with him. Stabs it back. Callum O'Doy steps in front of Thomason. Back heel pass, looking for options. Dobson, and then there's the foul, and Dobson doesn't like that. Free kick in a dangerous territory. It's a great pass by Dobson. Got to give him credit to put Windass in. Morado not with the best touch. Windass tries to get his head on it to save it off the deflection off of Morado's head, and it just rolls a little bit too far before he's able to preserve it. So 12.8% for Sells. I'm going to look down. I don't even want to watch this free kick. And you know what? 36.4%. Maybe I take it back about Ogonko over his career. That's actually pretty impressive. Why did I think it was that he's not good on PKs? At least during the league on one-off opportunities, he's great. 36.4%. That's. Let's figure it out and get there. Hutchinson, left foot. I'm assuming it's going to be him, but Gibbs White is also there with the right foot. And they got somebody to do a curl around. The sub is going to take it. Marilla blasts it wide. The color commentator says, I think it's still going. Left foot and just didn't get the curl on it the right way as it just curls to the left instead of the right. Harmlessly. I'm running out of gasoline. The chat has gone stone cold quiet, or my chat has died because it's reloaded. Oh, maybe it's nope. Nerves everywhere. Barney looking to win a battle with Callum O'Doy. It comes loose. Free there. Rodriguez not able to steal it, and it's Callum O'Doy down the right side, but he gets it to Doyle. Doyle now looking, pushes it through the middle of the pitch. O'Brien finds Thomason. Now back to O'Brien. Left-hand side, McLean. There are red jerseys in the box. Crosses there. A little bit too heavy on. It came forward, and Thomason couldn't get to it, and it's going to go to the far side. And here comes the counter as Barney gets on his horse to try and shut down Louise. Murillo. No foul there in the middle of the pitch. A slip and a fall by Dominguez. Swing over to the right-hand side. Callum O'Doy knocks it down, edge of the area, 20 yards. Lots of red kit back there. And he beats Barney. Stab, far post, nobody there, fortunately for us. Down, Gibbs White. draws it forward. Trouble. Back pass. Doyle, well done, steps his foot in front of it, lifts it up over top, and Windass is going to try and collect it, but can't. 11 minutes to go in the extras. Callum Adoy, 9 yards out, left-hand side. Barney doesn't have to defend him as he puts it out to Dominguez, and it's forward to Amiri. Anai. Sorry, I can't remember his name, and it's flipped up, and Thomason's lost it. And it's blown down. I don't know what the ref was doing on that one. Free kick. The ball's dead. The ball has died. I haven't seen that. The ball is deflating. And so they had to go and get. What happened there? They punted it? Yeah, it's just all wobbly and you can see it. Oh, new ball. Here they go. Oh, cut back. Left footer. Left far post. And Ogonquo coming out and telling his guys to wake up. I will do whatever is necessary. And let's go for Old Glory. Old Glory. There's only so many weapons I can pull on. Ogonquo is going to get us back on the way. I got to turn the volume up so I can hear it muffled. 8 shots on target for them, 7 on for us. 25 attempts on target for them, 16 for us. And it's the Nagoya. Is it Murillo? God. Opportunity just running around his cutback pass, and he pushes it too far. Hutchinson, lots of enterprising play, but a heavy touch gives it away. 9 minutes left. Ogonquo to restart. Come on. Jasaki is dialed in. The ball boy looks nervous. Everybody's feeling it. I feel like I'm the only person talking. Nobody's chatting here. It's quiet around the stadium. You look, people are rubbing their eyes and nervous. It was 2-0 at halftime. Why not? And then 3-1 or 2-1, and then 3-1, and then 3-2, and then a giveaway as Windass steals his corner off of that one, smashes that off of Murillo. Oh no, that was Morato. They're screaming because it was close to did that cross the line before he got it back off of his.
Look at these guys coming in from like 8 meters away, bitching, like they could tell.
Well, I can't. Yeah, we just had the perfect angle there, really, and it was close to tell. The line was standing right there, and so it's James McLean, left-footed, in swinger, trying to do a thing. Big bodies all lined up on the far post. Do a thing, McLean. Good service, far post, heavy, brought back. It's available and headed and cleared. Dobson stabs it and too heavy. He was trying to get it out wide to McLean to get it back in, and he just missed that one. I don't know where that was. There's mistakes everywhere here. I don't know. I think he'd love the opportunity, to be fair. Denise, reminder of the like button. 7.5 more minutes plus potentially a minute or two of added time as Dominguez picks up another yellow card, or not another, picks up a yellow card there. Hutchinson, right-hand side, a little heavy to Williams, who fluffs it, but he's able to collect. He's going to draw it back. Stabbed forward. Dominguez going to the left-hand side. Morato to Murillo to Morato. I'm happy if the center backs are kicking it about. Callum Adoy. Dancing over through the middle. Right-hand side. Right foot delivers. Smash there, and Doyle able to get it, I believe. And Sharkey brilliantly just cracks the lucky beer. The pucker is at a 9. It's Hollywood time, right, John? Call it. It's time where that magic shows up and something crazy happens, and we win this one as O'Brien marching forward, Rodriguez with him, Windass in the middle, stabs it forward, a little too heavy, and it's just cleared. Throw in from the 18-yard box, 6.5, the crowd picking up, trying to get him into this thing. Let's go and win it as Barney throws it in, collects, cross, far post, headed, Windass can't get it, loops up harmlessly over the net.
I don't know that O'Brien running down the right side with his right foot, like I'd be blasting it from distance.
Yeah, somebody make the magic. Gibbs, White, halfway line. Rodriguez in front of him. Switch over to the left-hand side. Dominguez, 5.5 minutes. Callum Adoy, 22 yards, 19 yards into the area. I got to constantly look up how to look up his name. It's going to go far post. Danger. Headed away. Well done by there. And Rodriguez, just get a clear thank you, and we'll recycle and leave that one for Windass to chase on. Awaniyi. Callum Adoy. Nice little pass there. Holy Jesus. Flick that one forward to Dominguez. Comes back to Murillo, and it's moved forward over to the right-hand side. Nico Williams now. He's got Thomason on him. Brings it. Gibbs White back to Hutchinson. Has it. Cross far post. Ogonkwo punches. Still available and far enough that it's got to go back for Callum Adoy. 5 minutes plus any added if there is any as Murillo has it. Ani smashes that off a Scar who took that bullet to the chest, I think. Come on, lads. Pick it up. 4.5 minutes. Windass steps out on Hutchinson. Far post. Looking for an option. Headed away by Hyam. 3 in the back. Lots of pressure on them. And it's moved forward. Dominguez goes out to Callum Adoy. He's taking on Barney. Forward. Shot. Ogonkwo. Big save. Had to go down quick as that one pushed forward by Jesus, the goal scorer, and he was able to get there. And Jesus, one of their top players, he's been on the whole game himself as that one gets pushed forward. And there was language that he was gutted and banged up and dinged up, and he's putting himself in for a whole
Jesus shouldn't
120.
talk like that.
Jesus shouldn't talk like that. No. Not a good forward pass, and Doyle goes up and intercepts it, but then a bad pass the other way, and he's got to go back. Dobson's able to interrupt, and now we've got options. Over to the left-hand side. Leave that there. Thomason leaves it for McLean. And McLean can't do a shit. Puts it into the feet, but well done by Thomason to eke out an extra possession. That was a horrible pass, like not even close to where it needed to be. Like literally, if you were passing to Nottingham, it was the perfect pass. Dobson spins, 3 men on him, creates some space. Thomason, 45 yards away. He's looking for options. Barney's on the right, but instead he goes to Dobson through the middle of the pitch. Rodriguez can't get to it. And it's going to go harmlessly to Sells. 3 minutes until we look to pens. Come on. Header, can't get to it. Player down. Callum Adoy is going to play on as Jesus. He is, I just said he's played 120 minutes and looks beat up. And as I say that, you can see him collecting himself and needing a breather here. Oh, he almost invited. That was a weird one. I mean, he did take a shot to the forehand, but it almost looked on that replay that he was looking to try and invite the contact. I know that's not the test, but it doesn't matter. Callum Adoy, he's got O'Brien on him. Murillo, switch on over to Williams on the right-hand side. 18 yards. He's got McLean on him. Thomason coming out in support to Mark Gibbs White. It's going to be a cross into the area, and Hyam in behind. Probably just being safe there and doesn't know if there's somebody behind him, so he's just doing something to try and scoop it. But corner then, 2 minutes left. Gibbs White, the captain, right-footed in-swinger from the left-hand side in front of the tech end with 1.5 minutes left to go in the last period of extra time in this thriller. It's delivered, bouncing around, it's loose, it's scrambled, it's 18-yard or 6-yard box. Still not cleared, left foot blocked. Was that Doyle who got out on that one? He's just blocking balls all game long. 1.5 minutes left, and I haven't brought the chat up. I don't even know what's going on. I'm just too confibulated. Finish them, says Sharky, and I'm all for it, but we're dealing with trouble as Gibbs White with it, right-hand side. Hutchinson knocks it down. He's got Williams. He's taking on McLean. He's into the area. Left foot. Ogonkwo, big stop and preserves. Well done, sir. It's just now squeaky bum time. It's been squeaky. I'm constipated, man. That's where I'm sitting. Good save by Ogonkwo, but even better opportunity to eke that one out. And now hit the ground. Windass knocks it forward. Rodriguez steps forward. O'Brien flicks it on. Windass! Nothing in it. Nothing in the challenge. And we're going to come back for a yellow card? Or are we giving us for complaining too loud? I didn't think the Windass... Oh, simulation. That ball seemed like it wanted to magnetize itself to our feet, and it just didn't land properly on the 11th hour. And Night Frequency says, I haven't been this nervous. It's a weird one. I feel nervous, and there's part of me that's like, we've performed well. We don't win, whatever. You don't have to pay $40 in February to watch the fourth round. But I want to take it home. Take it home. That's it for added time. Whistle blows. We're going to pens, folks. Do we have a pen graphic up? Forgot that we should build that out for you. I don't think I did I, Brendan?
No, I should have come up with something. We don't go to it, right? So
yeah, we should have. I'll see if I can. I promise I will do one at some point in time prior to our fourth round match after we take this one down. Oh, I'm trying to be all positive. So coin flips will happen. The lineups will get here. Bryn's getting lightheaded. I'm starving. I got work to do and 2 emails that have come in that by this time I'm usually responding to everybody, and I got stuff that I got to do. So as far as the numbers go, 46% faced by, or 46 penalty kicks attempts faced. This isn't including like international play. This is just in league takes, and a 12.8% save rate for Sells. For Ogonkwo, mind you, not as strong quality of player, right? He was playing Arsenal's U21 team and Crew Alexander with Crew Alexander in League 2 going through, but he's got 7 penalty kick goals on him and 4 saves for 36.4%. So statistically, Ogonkwo is the better keeper. And we say he is a shot stopper, but how many times have we sat here in League Cup matches or otherwise and just saw the ball get buried? We'll see who ends up taking them. We'll keep track of who goes first. I should need a pen so I can keep track.
I'll try to use I'll keep changing the
scoreboard itself.
Clock. No, the time clock.
Oh, the time clock.
I'll use the time clock as our penalty counter.
Don't know who's going first. Is Ogonkwo with the keeper going over statistics, probabilities of who goes where and what the people do. Get in the last minute, write it on the water bottle and run it out there. Can you still do that in the EFL? They stopped doing that. Was written on sticker on the water bottle. So that's still happening.
I watched a female American keeper talk about grabbing the other team's water bottle and walking away with it during penalties.
Yeah, it happened in a women's match where a girl went up from the U.S. and just grabbed it and threw it into the crowd.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah.
Yeah. So in the tech end, this is, you know what, more nervous than our guys, less nervous, want it more, don't want it more. This is just a coin flip and see what ends up happening. I think they've got better shooters than we've got on the pitch right now. I think we've got a better keeper at shot stopping than they've got right now, just based on numbers and what we've seen, and the fact he's 33, is a wily veteran, but he's not going to be quick twitch getting out there. We've got the shot stopper, so we're at home. They're going to be listening to the roar of hopefully the building roar of the tech end and the Kairos. Windass has taken the first one, so we're going first. They're going second. Let's get us started. Put the pressure on. We make Ogonquo stops, and we put the pressure on right from the get-go. Easy. Done. Sells there to try and stop it. Right footer, straight through almost the middle of the net, finds it into the back, just slightly over to the right. A bold shot, and Sells guessed right way, but went over top. The boos come out. Is this Williams? Is that why they're doing it? Yeah, just straight through the middle, a little bit to the right. Sells. Went to the left-hand side. Gibbs White. Why is the hatred in the screen for Wanker? Directed towards the captain, but he's there. Looks to be right-footed by the way he's lining up the ball. Ogonquo going to be asked to do magic as it sits. We've seen magic against teams from Nottingham before. Can we build a different legacy? Waiting, delaying, right foot, moving forward, scores. Ogonquo guesses left, Gibbs White goes to the right. And it's 1-1. 4 more to take each. Oh, penalties are so unfair unless your team scores more. Oh, wow. James McLean going second. Didn't have that one on my bingo card. Sal's goes to the water bottle, looks up at propensities for James McLean and realizes James McLean doesn't take a lot of penalties. I don't know what I'm doing. That foot steps up, skies it. Fuck. That was a horrible and like the one thing you can't do. He just skyballs it. Where was that? Everybody taking cover in behind. That's not a good page in the last pages of James McLean.
Oh, it was close. It wasn't as bad as it
was. Close. It wasn't as bad as it looked from the first angle. The first angle looked like it went way higher than that. Well, Ogonquo's got to do a thing here. They really put the boots to us. If Jesus, the goal scorer, off the header where he beat Hyam, steps up, right footer. He's all the way back to the 18-yard box. Here comes the run to the delivery. Ogonquo says no. Goes to the right-hand side. Low. It's a bullet. Heavy shot. Knocks it down, and we're back to 1-1. We're back to 1-1. Everybody, have a breath. Take a drink. Man, Ogonquo. It was a good pen. Ogonquo just had the answer. Went the right way, stretched it out there. And McLean's now all smiles. He's been rescued by Arthur. A.O. Okay. Doyle, left footer. Got to do a thing. It's a short close-up, short run-up. Score! Sells goes to the right. Doyle goes to the left. And we set 2-1. Broadcaster saying Doyle, with his performance and especially finishing here, should be man of the match for the Wrexham side, although Callum O'Doyle gets, and speak of the devil, Callum O'Doyle has got 2, looking for one on the penalty kicks. Forest kicketh, Ogonquo taketh away, right footer, lining up from deep. What's AO got? Short run up, actually, right foot. Oh, brilliantly taken. This guy's just a machine. Like, that is the perfect, no celebration either. The perfect pen. Like, Ogonquo guessed the right way, got his fingers up there, and just couldn't get to it because it was so perfectly placed. Like, there's nothing you can do on that one. Nothing you can do. So the pressure continues back and forth, and it's Thomason now. 2 pens each left to take. We started, so it's Thomason stepping up to the spot. Sells, waiting. Thomason retreats, left-footed. Short run up, Sells bouncing. Here comes Thomason, left foot. Got a hand to it, still goes past. Whoo! And the pressure shifts to Nottingham Forest. Ogonkwo there going to have to answer. He just did get a punch on that, but it just deflected into the left net. Hi, 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 hi. The crowd is getting louder, and it's the Wrexham boy, Williams, stepping up to the dot to the echo of Wrexham. And people who respect him locally want him to fall on his face now with the right footer whistles blown, waiting for him to move forward. Here he comes, right footer. Went to the left-hand side, and Ogonkwo guessed right, but couldn't get down there. And I think he went a little bit late. I think he leaned right and tried to get there late. Nah, it just went underneath Ogonkwo trying to get his arm down to scoop it. And so the pressure turns the other way. Jay Rodriguez steps up to the spot. How's the heartbeat, everybody? How's the pucker meter doing? Whistle blows. Jay Rodriguez, right footer, almost straight vertical with the spot. Sells staring at it. Here he comes, right footer. Score. Sells frozen. Didn't even move. Just goes in, ripples the net behind, and carry on. One stop, one miss to win. Otherwise, we go to sudden death. Pens. Hutchinson. Interesting. He's been brilliant, but this is a young kid who gets super excited and likes his highlights. Let's see if he can flick one over top as he wants to prove a point for the documentary. Kid, think Disney. Think opportunity. Think big picture. Think there's going to be lots of us watching you. You can stamp your moment and really put your foot through it. Come on. He's in his head. He's in his own head. He's missing. The young kid, left footer. Here he comes, stepping up. Saved by Ogonkwo, and Wrexham moving forward as Hutchinson tries to be a hero on the documentary and can't, and walks back despondent. We dispatch of a Premier League team, and that is Arthur Ogonkwo brilliance. And I take back my word saying he was not a good. He guessed right on every single one, didn't he? It was just he couldn't get to all of them. As Wrexham celebrated, it'll be a gorgeous Friday night as Mickey Thomas celebrates. And the Nottingham Forest fans leave. Woo! Woo! Put us in the fourth round, baby. Ogonkwo all smiles, man. Look at that. Give him man of the match now. Doyle was great, but on that performance, and Hutchinson just didn't put enough on it. Didn't put enough on it. Oh, man, that was sexy. Sexy. He's every bit a Premier League level keeper. Absolutely. This is amazing. Everybody's celebrating. I don't want to let this go. I want to watch a little bit of celebration and a little bit of fun. Oh, my word. Oh, I hear screams in the background. What's going on, Sam Cruz? Morning, all. What did I miss? You're joking, Sam. You missed an absolute nutter of a game. Should we go back and do the replay or just talk about Arthur Ogonkwo? Brendan, you call it.
No, I'm one of the people who complain the most about Arthur, and he really came through today. Played well, made a lot of great decisions, didn't make too many of the typical mistakes he made. He was a big reason why we were still in it. So great job by him. Yeah, I lost you for a second there. I think you froze. Lost Shaun altogether. Oh, that was a hell of a game. Hopefully Shaun will jump back in a moment. Watching the crowd still going crazy. He's back.
A little bit of a blip, but holy, first upset. Does that qualify as an upset? I don't know. It's hot in here. I gotta open this one up. So do we want to start talk pens, or do we want to go through what was the crazy last couple of hours that we just went through? I mean, that one started with 37 minutes of composure. And what the words that I used, composure, but no courage, neither side moving forward to really do anything. And then all of a sudden, Kakache on a play where they thought the whistle was going to blow, Dobson gets his foot in, stabs it. Kakache comes around, a slight deflection on the right footer, then finds the back of the net, and we're up 1-0. And that was Hutchinson who was sitting there holding the bag, complaining. 3 minutes later, gorgeous interception by Doyle, puts it forward to Broadhead. He jitterbugs the hell out of everybody and puts it forward to Rathbone. He doesn't miss and finds the back of the net. And then you've got their answers with Jesus. And then we had the missed breakaway from Sam Smith. You go through, you've got Jesus, 64th minute. Just blown coverage, the problem there. That was Hyam missing that on a header. Didn't pick up his man. Jesus wanted it more. Jesus went and got it. Jesus put it in the back of the net. So the immediate response, 10 minutes later, Hyam does the same thing to Jesus. It's a corner. Jesus doesn't get up in the air. Hyam wants it more. Hyam gets up there, puts it in the back of the net. And then you have the Hudson-Odoi show where just finding soft spots, whether it was Doyle missed them, whether it was Scar missed them, whether it was Thomason who missed them, he just found open spot. And that was probably the nicest goal you're going to see of the whole thing, was the chest opposite, like facing it away from himself, ball off the chest, down to his foot, volley far corner. If you're going to look for a player that you want to play in the Prem, if they're going down and we go up, I'm making a phone call at Nottingham Forest and reaching out to call Callum Odoi. He looks sexy today. And how old is he? How old is the man? 25 years of age, Callum Hudson-Odoi. He's had 11 starts. Then you get into the Pens, nothing much through the extra time, and it's the Arthur Ogonkwo show. So absolutely bonkers game. Sharky needed all. I'm dying wearing this too, but I don't dare take my hat off.
I'm taking it off. Yeah, it's too much. I'm sweating.
Brian Ryder, I love this team. Everything, we've maxed the excitement. They raised the bat. What are your thoughts?
This was the cherry on top. For me, they didn't have to win, right? It was just it made me, the 3 goals and the multiple other opportunities that were really good made me think that we're a legitimate team. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that we could compete. And I think this helps significantly keep the momentum that we had from those 4 wins.
Yep.
Like, how can you not be stoked after taking down a Prem team, right? So yeah, this is huge. And
they put together a solid club, especially late. Like when they brought in Gibbs White is their leading scorer with 5 goals. Hudson-Odoi is their second leading scorer with 3 goals. Savona has 2. Like we saw, really, other than Elliot Anderson in the midfield, we saw their lineup. Williams has played every minute. Milenkovic every minute. So other than Anderson not touching the pitch, we saw everybody they've got.
Yeah, I'm looking at the stats. We were able to get 3 big chances against a Prem team, 7 on-target shots, right? So I think gone are the days of us worried about our offense.
Whether we can turn the opportunities over. So while that's going on, I just wanted to see if I can find out. We'll see if I can do the 4th round draw. We will be, after the matches that carry on tomorrow, we will be down to 42 teams. And so that draw likely is going to happen here on Sunday, Monday, something like that. Ball numbers are yet to be confirmed. The draw is set to take place at 6:45 UK time, ahead of the Liverpool-Barnsley game on Monday. So that's Monday, January 12th. If I get the opportunity, that's I'll do a quick little thing for that one. We're going to be down to 32 teams. For Rob and Ryan, they put an extra 115,000 quid into their back pocket and an opportunity for another 125,000. That's what the FA Cup ends up providing. I'm just going to look up the scores. FA Cup scores.
Oh, I had them earlier.
Did you have them? I missed it. So
MK Dons,
Oxford United
1-1 penalties.
No. Yeah, they lost 4-3 in pens to Oxford.
Yeah,
Port Vale
Fleetwood.
One out, and Wigan knocked out PNE.
Yes, Preston. Yeah.
So, magic of the cup will be here Monday. Liverpool, Barnsley, the big one. Then I'm just going to look around. You guys are here Sunday. Don't forget that match is going on with. Now I forget. Is it Britain Ferry in the
Yes.
in the trophy? Britain Ferry in the trophy for the women. So make sure you're here for that. I'm going to just jump on really quick. 25, 26. Sportsnet, ESPN Plus. If you've already paid, you're going to be getting them. So you might as well feel free to jump in. Down to 32 teams, and I haven't looked. I think it's Weston Supermare is the lowest of the teams that are left. Yes. Oh, and Macclesfield. Macclesfield hosts Crystal Palace. That's a national team. That's a 6-tier team, National League North for them. They're taking on Premier League Crystal Palace, and Western Supermare on the road to Grimsby Town. So that's that. They might be licking their chops, thinking that's a winnable game. But lots of fun ones to watch and take on as we go through this one. We're into the 4th round. Money left in the next one. I think it's 125K, isn't it? 120. 115 today, 120 for the next round, which it's weird. When this was National League, I was like, oh, we really need that money to be able to use to go and get a player. Now what you win in the FA Cup doesn't pay for a tenth of the type of people that we're going for. It's all up to Rob and Ryan. Anyway, jump into the chat. That was exciting. You'll get some videos to me. I'll hope I get around to do it. Everybody grab your blood pressure med, says Stephen Reed. We've just beaten a 2-time European champion. And you know what? Even better, we own Nottingham. We've got the Foster save against Notts County. You know they're going to be playing. We took out Notts County. And now you have Arthur Ogonko, the new keeper, puts the stop. Hutchinson's going to be the feature. And Nottingham is going to hate Wrexham. Like, both sides are going to unify behind their hatred. We made them bring on some of their main players. I think there's going to be some anger from Forest as to where their status is, because they started with a B-ish squad, but they went to A-. They had like one person off. So impressive. I could stay here, and I want to stay here forever in a day, but it's not a Saturday, it's a Friday, and I got people waiting for phone calls for me. So I'm going to have to go.
Unfortunately. All right.
Sunday,
it easy, Sean.
Sunday, and I'll see if I can log in for a Monday thing. Enjoy the rest of the FA Cup over the weekend. We will see you guys as we
up
go
to town.
It's been a lot of fun up to town, and take care. Later.